Bro.
We back. We back.
What you call it? Oh my god. That's Young T. That's oh my god.
Oh my god. How does it? We back, y'all. What? Hello. We
Hi.
back. Episode 17. I had to start the pod with that because that just goes too fucking hard. It just goes too hard.
Stupid.
The episode 17 PVC Podcast. We're here. We're back. It's your boys Sam, Mike, and Tom. We're here live.
Hi.
I mean, it's live on this recording.
No.
You're not going to be hearing it live, but we're live. We're alive. How about that?
I'm alive.
That's an accomplishment.
I feel way
know
more
what?
alive now, for sure.
Can we
Feel
get
great.
an applause for being alive? You know, clap it up for being alive. Cause
Great.
you know, that's a blessing.
Sometimes it's hard.
Dude, sometimes it's hard to want to be alive. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna be real. Okay. Sometimes it's hard, but we're here and
It
we're
is.
alive and we're podding episode 17.
Dude, episode 17?
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. This week was rough. I was like, you know what? Psh, pod might be done today. Cause
I was in the same boat, dude. Yesterday, I was like, fuck it, dude. This week, 17 can get missed.
Dude, I was there and then I was like, you know what? Mike is probably so happy about stories too. He's probably so happy about it.
Know.
That gave me your potential joy, pushed me on, Mike. So I'm letting
Also
you know.
Tyler
that,
album.
All right. Also Tyler
Gotta get
album.
the Tyler album reactions.
Tyler album, fresh off the press. For those who are watching on YouTube and listening on the Twitch stream, that's what we started the stream with. Go listen to Tyler the Creator. Call me if you get lost. Get just the whole thing. Just go listen to it. We're gonna talk about it
It was
for
great.
probably a while.
It's awesome.
It's really good. That's what we started the pod with. So if you're like, why are they making little stank faces and then didn't say anything for 30 seconds? And that's why. That's what you weren't hearing. So go listen to it. Or listen to it on Spotify or the Google or the Apple. You'll hear it there too. But yeah, we're here and we're alive. And I'm doing much better right now. I'll put it there. I'm doing much better right now at this very moment than the past maybe 5 or 6 days. Had a lot of long days, had a lot of time spent doing things I would rather not be doing, but you know, such is life. But how are you guys doing right now? And how were you
now?
doing?
I mean, dude, I want to bring up, dude, the past like 4 episodes, I've just like off top have been saying things that the pod would be doing if it was a human. I'm gonna make it consistent, bro. Episode 17, if the pod was a human at 17 years old, and it was a regular human male, it would have hit its assumed maximum height.
That happens at 17?
Yep, apparently.
Oh shit.
Assumed maximum height. You have no more like massive growth spurts, apparently. I think it's bullshit because I remember going through like
so
3.
Too. Yeah. Right,
but like whatever. Fuck it. Apparently the pod is peaking out at a thick 8'7".
Dude, next week is huge. 18.
18. I say. I mean, look. I say. Actually, no, because legal drinking age for y'all is 21, right?
Fuck it. You're in Australia.
Because 18 is for us, right? So technically our pod in Australia can drink. So maybe next week.
I'm not smoking in here, so fuck it.
Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
We'll see what
I'll
happens.
grab a cider.
But dude, I had a fucking shitty couple days, man. Seriously. Like, just, I woke up one morning and I was like sick, depressed.
Yeah.
Like that switch.
Dude. I think I mentioned it earlier. I don't know. Like, there's something, I think there's some kind of, it sounds real weird and maybe fucking hippie or something, but I think there's like an energy in me or something that just correlates with the friends I have in Australia that I've met over the internet or through the internet in person. I don't know. I think there's something there in, like, there's a deep core in there that's like, hey, there's some Australia in there or something. I don't know. Just all the friends I know.
Who knows?
Yeah, just all the friends I know from Australia are awesome, and they like look out for me. It's cool. I don't know. It's weird, but awesome at the same time. So there's something in there. I don't know if I could ever live there because you guys got crazy living things that aren't human.
Yeah.
But the people, fuck with it. Fuck with it heavy.
Sweet. I'm happy that you fuck with it. But yeah, just one day, I think like Thursday, I woke up and I was like, sweet, don't want to talk to anyone ever again.
Yep.
Yep. And then took a couple days, made a bit of music. And then I was still pretty shitty today, but then I fucking hop in the VC and I'm feeling good, dude. I'm feeling all right. I'm feeling ready to pod. I feel good. I feel happy. And I'm taking that for what it's worth, right? Maybe when the pod finishes, I'll go back to being shitty all the time. But like for now, right now, feeling good, bro. Feeling fantastic.
I'm liking it. How about you, Mike? How are you feeling?
Just still been addicted to NGS.
Wait, you know, no other game follow up for the mood?
Oh yeah, stories too, but you know, I played it for like 5 hours, and I'm like, I love this game. I made a video. Now I'm back on NGS.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because it's a demo, so I don't want to like overplay it.
True. You know? Fair enough.
Plus, I'm getting it on PC first. So
wait, it's coming out on PC?
Both at the same time, yeah.
At the same time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I might be playing a bit of stories. I didn't know. I thought it was Switch exclusive.
Yeah, it's coming on both.
No, it's coming on PC.
Sweet. That's exciting.
Yeah, and I'm doing all right. Like Tom was just saying, sometimes it's a thing. I don't know. It's been a thing for me for a while, since at least high school. I'll be good for months on end, and then I don't know, just like 3-4 things will just kind of bam, and then I'm out. I'm just sad, depressed, just don't want to talk to anybody. I'm just out of it. I just come home or go back to my room or whatever, and I just turn into a bag of fucking beans. Just I can't move. I gotta pee.
Just the bean boy.
I should change. I should probably take care of myself hygienically. I can't fucking move. I just look at my phone and I just can't move. Yeah, that was this week. I had a lot of long days at work, late nights. I had to stay over for some stuff at work. And that's the thing. It's not even like, oh my God, my job sucks. I hate what I have to do. Like my work is fine. I don't hate my actual job. But sometimes it's just like, fuck, man. What is the time for? What's the point? What's the point? You know, when Mike was having his existential crisis last week, I hit that for a couple days. I hit that for a couple days this week.
I was like, days, man.
I was like, you know, what's the fucking point if I'm just spending all this time doing some bullshit? But fortunately, I have a wonderful wife who I get to see, and that helps. And my mom calls me. She gets it too. Because again, like it's been a thing for me for a while. I'll just hit a period where I'm like, I'm out of it. All right, I'm done. My mom's like, are you okay? Yeah, no, there's nothing you could do. It'll pass. She's like, okay, if you want to talk. So it's just like and Heather gets that too. It's on her side. She's experienced it, and she's experienced me with it too. So it's like when you're around somebody who gets it and you don't have to talk about it. Because there's a point where no talking about these little episodes is gonna get out of it. You just gotta get out of it.
Yeah,
like
100%.
And if somebody tries to talk about it, it's just gonna make it worse. Because now I gotta fucking verbally speak why I'm fucking sad, and I already know why I'm sad. So just let me.
And then you feel stupid because you feel like you're complaining about stuff. But you're not really complaining. You just feel shitty, dude. It sucks. Yeah. Depression is shitty. It sucks ass. But dude, it's just like a cold in my family. It's how we treat it. It's always just like, look after them, make sure they're okay, make sure they're looking after themselves, and then eventually your brain will just fucking click back. You know, everyone has their different ways of dealing with it. For me, I just don't leave my bedroom.
Yeah, dude.
But like,
this week, Health Sam was off. I was like, I can't. No gym. I fucking ate like shit. And I was like, fuck it. that's this week. Whatever. I'll get back on it next week. But yeah, that's playing some PSO earlier helped. Talking with friends, interacting with humans that I care to interact with, and the pod, man. The pod this is therapy, unofficial therapy, for me. So this is obviously a good one too. I look forward to this, to just hear other ideas and bounce ideas off of each other and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was my week. That's how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm doing good now. We're here now. We're podding. I got a new hat on.
Good.
I got a new hat.
It looks incredible.
It's a great hat. Yes, it's a very white hat, and it's the Rise logo. Oh my God. So on Tuesday, before I was depressed, I went out to dinner with my dad. Was Heather, my dad, and I. We all went out to eat. I had my Rise crew neck sweater on that Heather made. She like stitched this logo on it. And then I went to go pay, and the guy, the manager, I think he was the manager, he was probably older, middle-aged, maybe like late 40s, early 50s. He looks at my sweater and he's like, "Is that a shuriken?" And I was like, "Yeah, it is." Like, holy shit. So that blew my mind. That was crazy. I was not expecting this man to know.
I thought he was gonna say, "Is that a Rise?"
Yeah, I was
dude, that would have really blew my mind.
You built me up, dude. I'm
sorry if I built you up to that, but the fact that he knew that this logo was a shuriken and that it was a shuriken at all.
Is that a ninja star?
Yeah, that's what I'm right. He said a shuriken, and I was like,
"I'm gonna be real. I didn't know that it was a shuriken at all."
See, look at it.
Yeah, I can see it now. That's a straight up shuriken. I had no idea.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought it was just like a bunch of things. That's cool that he noticed.
Yeah. Oh, I think my fucking camera's all weird now. Come on now. Oh shit. All right, well, fuck it.
It's all right.
And then on the way home, there it is, fixing itself. On the way home from going out to eat, we saw a car full of anime stickers. Maybe that was a warning or an omen or something. I don't know. Maybe it was like, hey, look, 2 really cool things kind of happened to you in real life, so get ready for it. Maybe that's what was going on there. But yeah, it was like it was just covered in just anime, everything. And Heather was like, "That's amazing. That's crazy. Pull up closer to the car." I was like, "I can't hit the car, but I'll try to get a little closer."
She was trying to name characters and shit.
Yeah,
Heather's a bit of a weeb, bro. Let's just put it out there.
Yeah, she's Newman weeb too.
But she kills it, bro.
This year,
dude. She on it.
She got the mask. The one dude from Demon Slayer, the boar guy.
Oh yeah, sweet.
Inosuke.
Yeah.
And she got a wooden sword. Hold on. She got one of the swords. Look at this. It's wood.
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's so weeby.
Yes.
You're married to a weeb.
That looks cool though.
Look at this.
That shit is tight. I would own the fuck out of that.
She's gonna cosplay as him.
Damn, like you opening that sounded satisfying.
Oh, yeah, it's very satisfying.
I'm trying to hold that thing.
It's very satisfying.
Wait, do that again? Cupboard. Are we gonna cut in half?
Oh, oh fuck. I gotta do the ding, and then me and Mike just
sliced,
just sliced in half. If I had any good video editing skills, I would do that. If it wouldn't take like 3 hours for me to figure out how it works.
Yeah, a long time.
But yeah, so that's how I'm doing. That was a long story, less long. That's how I'm doing. That's where I'm at. And yeah. So what do we got? We got some. I mean, we started with Tyler. We're just gonna go right to Tyler.
Fuck yeah, I'm down, dude. I'm cool with that.
This album is exactly what I wanted.
It's great.
It is exactly
it's a great album.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not Flower Boy. Right? That's my favorite Tyler album.
Oh,
Right
it
now,
is?
I would slot this. Yeah, it is. I would slot this at a comfy 3.
Okay.
That's actually my favorite album too, from him.
Flower Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll go Flower Boy, Wolf, than this. But I think this has room to fucking push up, bro. Seriously. Every song is so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
No skips.
so good. I didn't know how bad I needed a Tyler Gangsta Grills album.
Dude.
I never knew how bad I needed that, but I needed it so bad.
Look, so I already knew this was going to be good with the Gangsta Grills thing because Gambino did a Gangsta Grills album and it was fucking amazing. And it's one of those things where you're like, oh, why would you ever pair Gambino and DJ Drama? Dude, when he's paired with people you don't expect it to be paired with, it's amazing. Fire. Every fucking time. So incredible. I was like, I heard him on the fucking, Jesus Christ, what was the one Lumberjack? And I was like, oh, if this isn't just a one-off, if the whole album's gonna be like this, yeah, it's gonna be it. Cause that's exactly the Gambino album, Stone Mountain. It was that the whole way through, just DJ Drama, just screaming, fucking sick beats, just bars. It was amazing. And this is that, just Tyler version. It's so good. It's so good. It comes in hard.
Dude, I think DJ Drama is like, from like the general perspective in comparison to like a Dilla or a Metro Boomin or whatever, he's kind of slept on. And it really upsets me.
Yes.
I think people like slot him in like a lane. Dude, he is one of the most like diverse, capable producers I've ever heard in my fucking life. He's nuts. Like, he's crazy good. One of the best of all time. And I hope that this, along with like Damn, does a lot in terms of like people realizing this motherfucker can really make anything and work with anyone and deserves to be credited at like a Timbaland, like Metro Boomin, like this level of like producer.
Dude,
where
the
it's
amount
like
of the people he's like just put on, right? Like,
dude,
from like Jack Harlow to Uzi to fucking, I mean, you could argue that he put Wayne on to a degree. That's an arguable conversation.
It was definitely a vital part of Wayne becoming like what we know Wayne as, for sure. Yeah.
And just those three, like that scope of just diversity, right? I think. And the thing is, I mean, maybe because I've grown up, like I see, like I grew up in the Wayne mixtape era. So there's just, for me personally, there's just a level of respect for DJ Drama. When I hear it, I'm just like, all right, DJ Drama. But I feel like now, for folks who either aren't like students of music or grew up in that time, are just like, DJ Drama, who is this guy screaming all over the song? It's like, you don't get it. Like,
dude,
you don't
I'm
get
convinced. Hey, fuck DJ Khaled for ruining that.
Oh yeah,
because DJ Khaled took it, bro. He took it from Drama. He took it, like, yoinked it,
that's Drama's
and
thing.
has ruined it.
He fucking wore it out.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah,
I hate him.
And that's the thing too with Khaled. Because he's another one where the screaming on the track thing, no, Drama does that. But there's also still a level of respect for Khaled that I think people don't get either, or give either. Because there's something being able to take all the biggest fucking artists in the world and put them on an album. Like, that's a talent. Like, that's a skill. There's a reason multiple albums like that don't exist, because everybody would want it. But yeah, no, just screaming all over the fucking song is Drama's thing. Please stop doing that, Khaled.
Yeah, and it taints Drama's whole thing, dude. It's Drama. It's the boy.
Yeah.
Does he still do that?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't heard a Khaled thing in a very long time, but I'm sure he does. It's kind of what he does, right?
Dude.
I heard someone say, I saw a tweet saying, it's going to piss you off, Sam. All right, so hold on to your fucking horses.
All right.
Why is DJ Khaled all over this new Tyler album? Yeah. Just The nerve, the level
yeah,
of
that's how you know he fucking ruined it.
If you can't see this, Tyler, Sam has left the room. Sam is gone. Sam is no longer on the pod. It is now just me and Mike. And Sam's back.
That pisses me the fuck off.
Yeah, I was pissed off,
That
dude.
pisses
I
me
have
off
like
so
I blocked
much.
the person, bro. I don't even know who he is. I blocked him. I said, I don't care who you are.
That's
Your
a block.
opinion is nothing.
That's not a mute.
You are
That's
an
a
awful
block.
human being.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I need to get some water for that. That is not
awful.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. See, like you hear this? You hear
Gangsta Grizzle.
Gangsta Grizzle.
you know
Come
something's
on.
coming. Oh my god. DJ Drama. Like me and my buddy, exactly. Like that is just something we have always just laughed about. And like we both love hip hop, but that's just always been something. We hear that and we are just fucking like you just
It's
you know
gonna be
something's
nutty.
coming. You know something's coming.
100%. Gangsta Brazil, bro. Gangsta Brazil, apparently. Gangsta Brazil.
Yeah,
Come
and
on,
I
man.
never thought I would hear that with Tyler, and I love it.
I'm so happy.
I love
I'm
it.
a happy man.
Yeah,
Tyler does not fail to deliver,
Yep.
ever. The only record that I've ever really not been a huge fan of is Cherry Bomb, and even that has some fucking
Yep.
highlights.
same.
And then he talks about it. He talks about Cherry Bomb on this record, talking about how like when it came out, he was like figuring out who the fuck he was, like,
Mhm.
and that after I listened to like usually how I work with an artist that I really really like when they drop an album is I have like a spot up the road, and it's like on a train track, and it overlooks like all the farms next to my house. So I go there and I listen to like usually the entire discography. If it's too much, I'll listen to like the last like 4 albums or whatever, right? So like with Tyler, I went from Goblin to then I listened to this like his latest album, right? So
Call Me
like
If
I
You
go
Get
through
Lost,
the whole So I go through like the whole discography, if I can, and the progression, dude. Like Cherry
That's
Bomb is such
amazing.
an important part of that progression. I never realized it until like,
I feel like
this
it's like a KOD.
album came out. Yeah, exactly. It's insane, and that's why like when you were talking about that comparison like a week or so ago, like I did the same thing with the new Cole record. I
Mhm.
went up to this little spot that I go to, and I brought my speakers, and I listened to everything from I want to say Sideline Story to
Okay, yeah.
this, and I'll do the same thing with Isaiah, right? Like if I really
Mhm.
really love the artist, I'll do like the whole discography.
I
Cherry Bomb
should
is
start
so
doing that.
important.
I want to do that.
You should.
I
It's
want to do
time,
that with
though.
the next Drake album.
Yeah,
Because I have
like,
not went back through views at all
Dude,
since it's
do it.
come out.
I definitely
And I
won't
know
do
that
it
album,
with the next
that
Drake
record's
album.
important.
I won't do it with the next Drake album because he's got too many fucking songs on his fucking albums.
Yeah,
like
I might leave out More Life.
Fuck that shit.
I'll probably leave More Life out.
But yeah, I
And
recommend
maybe
it's
the second
sick. It's
half
a
of
cool-
Scorpion.
Yeah, it's a really cool way of seeing
Oh,
how a
Isaiah
record
is
fits into a
perfect. He's only got
discography.
2 albums.
Literally
Yeah.
perfect. Sylvia Demo,
Yeah.
Sun's Tirade. this
Yeah,
one.
yeah. I can do that
as
a day of work because
it's like
2-hour drives. So
Yeah.
2 hours there, 2
know.
hours back. That's 4 hours. I can run through a discography.
It's awesome. It's fucking sweet because like I did the same thing. I started doing it when we moved here, pretty much a couple of years after we moved up the hill. And yeah, it's the best. It's like it takes a long ass time. I gotta like dedicate an afternoon to this shit. Like where it's like I don't talk to anyone. I turn my phone like completely on silent. I'm fucking like ghost.
Mhm.
And I sit up there and I just listen to like 2-3 hours of an artist and then get to the new shit, and it's very exciting and it's awesome and like it fits in with their discography. And this Tyler album, dude, it is such a fucking perfect like piece in like the legacy that he's left.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Or that he's
So
leaving. Like he's not
Yeah.
done. Dude, he's not even 30.
Yeah, he's definitely not. He's definitely not done. But like, yeah, I mean, like, God forbid, right? Like, shit can
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
And if it did happen, he would definitely be. His discography would be very well respected and very respectable as it is right now, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So my favorite is Wolf. And I think it's just like how Tyler, when you first listened, was like do whatever the fuck you want, and that like stuck with you. The whole timeline of Wolf and where I was at in life and that kind of thing just sticks. And that's also when I saw him live, was during Wolf release. Like Wolf is just like, Colossus is my favorite Tyler song of all time. Like,
yeah,
I could literally just right now rap the whole song with just acapella, nothing. That's just my favorite Tyler song of all time, and that album is just like,
is one of the most beautiful songs ever. I love that song to bits. It's beautiful. Like, I don't know. That Tyler era was different. There was something so cool about listening to a guy talk about the most obscene, the grotesque shit, and then listen to him sing and cry over a beat about his dad not being around when he grew up. Yeah, it's like
his grandma passing. Yeah, so Wolf is definitely my favorite. And there's a fucking Samuel. So I'm on it, you know, fucking Samuel. So like that was like another thing too that was just like, wow, that's such a great album for me. But yeah, I think this is probably going to be number 2. It was Flower Boy was number 2 before, but I think this is going to be number 2 for me, because god damn, I didn't know I needed Drama and Tyler together. Yeah, but I needed it. Dude. I needed that.
And it's so clear that these aren't drama beats that Tyler took and rapped on. These are Tyler and drama beats.
Yeah,
they made these together for an album together. It's like, it's so well crafted. It's fucking, I love it, dude. The first time I listened to it, I was a little bit like, sounds a bit Flower Boy, and I felt like that influence was kind of forced. But as I've listened to it more, I'm realizing that's not Flower Boy. That's just Tyler.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's
that's
not
just
like
Tyler
a Flower Boy sound trying to take what he's done. It's like, it's just how he sounds. It's who he is. And ever since I realized that,
chords, progressions, all that stuff. That's just Tyler.
Yeah, and like
just vibey kind of. That's just Tyler.
It's so nuts. It's a little bit like dumb music theory nerd shit, right? But like, my friend Nick at uni is a diehard Tyler fan, right? And he was talking to me about how Tyler breaks rules, in music theory, in the same way that he used to break rules in music subject. You know, he makes chord progressions and chord changes that aren't meant to sound good. He sings off key intentionally. It's not meant to sound good, but it's still so commercially successful and digestible. Yeah. It's like that same level of like, I didn't give a fuck about the rules of this shit or like what I'm meant to do. It's the exact same thing, exact same mentality, but now he does it through like fucking theory out the window and just making cool shit. Rather than saying that he's gonna rape a pregnant girl and tell his friends he had a threesome with her, right? Like,
what the fuck?
That was. But it's just, and that was like so nuts. It was like we listened to like Tyler stuff for a couple hours, and it was so true.
The little 4-bar, 6-bar bridge with Frank and Flower Boy, just chirp chirp. That is the craziest part of that whole fucking album. And I was listening. He was having an interview with, I think it was Rick Rubin, and they were talking about that part. And Rick Rubin was like, "Why didn't you do more of this? You know we wanted this." And he's like, "That might be my favorite part I've ever done of the whole record, but I had to only make it 6 bars, so you just wanted to play the song over and over again." And that's exactly what the fuck I do. That's exactly what I do. I'm like, fuck, I just need this again. I need it again. Yeah. And I just play the song over and over again.
That blows my fucking mind, because like, if you ever, I mean, you've made music, Sam, so you understand.
Dude, you make something and you're like, this is sick. I gotta keep doing it.
Do it for 7 minutes.
Yeah, to have the strength to be like, dude, this is the fucking dopest shit I've ever done. I'm only gonna cut it 4 bars.
Yeah, it's like, dude, the first person I remember that was able to do that is Danny Brown. He's like insane at doing that, of like giving you like oh, this is cool, sick. Here's 20 seconds of it. And loop the song if you want more. Right? Yeah. He's a fucking asshole. But like that like restraint and like that creative like resolve to say the song's better if this is only 6 bars. Yeah. Even though everyone, including me, wants this shit to go for 7 minutes. And for just Frank to just serenade us over this fucking beat, right? He cuts it. He's like, fuck it. You're going to listen to the song again if you want it again. And it's like, that is insane to me. That is like, that would haunt me, you know?
Absolutely insane. Yeah. And man, this album is like, just it's the features, like, because Tyler's always, he's went through this phase of like, fuck it, no features. Fuck it, only my fam. Let me try these features. And now, like, because I feel like Flower Boy was him, like, I remember him talking about it, and he's like, I wanted to have all these features, but it just didn't work. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna just do it all myself, except for the couple he got. Other than, like, you know, Frank is like, it's like a brother kind of thing. So that doesn't really count. Yeah. But it was like, I remember him talking, he was like, I wanted Cardi, I wanted Ferg, I wanted, like, all this stuff. But he was like, fuck, I'm just gonna do it myself. And now he like got that here with these like, when was I ever gonna see Tyler and Youngboy?
Weird.
No, amazing.
And
song.
did I want it? I didn't want it.
No.
If someone said, "Do you want a Youngboy feature on this Tyler album?" I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I don't like that guy. Like, could get less. Maybe I don't know. And it's one of the best songs on the record. Like, and Uzi,
and his verse is amazing. Dude,
that Uzi feature is the last thing I ever expected ever.
Yeah,
and it's
Pharrell.
Fucking
I was
insane.
like, all right, that makes sense. Tyler loves Pharrell. I see that. But then Uzi, I was like, all right, what's going on here? And then that's drama as well. Yeah, it was just like
42 Doug too. 42 Doug is like drama basically put him on as well. That's such a weird feature. And Lemonhead is one of the best songs on the fucking record. Like, I don't know, dude. It's just weird.
Like that the Uzi and Pharrell track. It's like Tyler and his version of like Neon Guts. But like,
oh, how good is that song?
It's like Tyler's version of that with all 3 of them, and it's insane. It's insane.
Yeah,
and it's so good. Wait, I got it. And then it
might be my favorite, one of my favorite Tyler songs of all time.
Yeah.
Sugar.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Stupid.
Woo! Oh my goodness,
dude.
There it is. Oh my god. That's it. Here he is. Ooh.
I feel the Neon Guts influence, man. I really do. I never really thought about that, but yeah
dude,
like,
this is it. Oh my god. Dude, Uzi came in crazy. And I just want to play to this next part. I thought this was Pharrell. When I first heard this, I thought it was Pharrell. And then Pharrell came in and I was like, oh shit, that was Tyler. Crazy. Absolutely fucking crazy. Yeah, crazy.
Dumb. I love Pharrell so much. Holy shit.
The fact that he made himself sound like Pharrell and then Pharrell came on, that was intentional.
Yeah, fuck that was.
It's so intentional and crazy.
Yeah. Insane. Dopest shit ever. Crazy. Man, such a fucking nuts song. God, that fucking, I want to listen to the album right now, man. Fuck.
Dude. And then how many Tyler and Wayne features are there? I know there's like a Lucy.
So on
Like
actual albums, there's two, right? The first one that was an actual album was Garden Shed. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Wayne might have been on a couple of the Odd Future tape songs.
Yeah, I think there's one where they have a
maybe.
video.
Pretty sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure of like Tyler's catalog.
It's the Garden Shed and then
It's
Martian
Garden
vs.
Shed and
Goblin.
this.
That's a
Oh,
game song though.
true.
Yeah, that's a game song.
That's Game, Tyler, and
Wayne.
Weezy, yeah.
Um
Bitch, I'm a motherfucking Martian.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember in Smuckers. See, we just fucking forget Cherry Bomb.
Yeah, but I
It's
didn't like
Wayne
that
and
song very
Kanye.
much.
Yeah, me neither. But it existed, right? So like they've had a thing. They've always had tracks.
Yeah.
So when this was coming, especially after Flower Boy, I was like, all right, like he's on his Gangsta Grill shit. He's rapping. There's gonna be a Wayne feature. Didn't let me down. And goddamn. Give me it. And then it's this.
Dude, this is my favorite Weezy verse. This is my favorite Weezy verse of all time. This Weezy verse is fucking stupid, bro.
You give me the flutes. Ooh.
The slaughter meat bar, bro. The slaughter meat.
Oh my god. Wait, here it is. We all got our toes out too. Oh my god. Give me it. Dude, there's a thing with just like Wayne on just like lavish beats. It's just the greatest mix ever.
Slaughter meat. Oh,
I'm stuck in the middle of the sandwich like oh.
Slaughter meat. This is the best Weezy verse ever. It's insane.
Yeah.
Emio.
What?
What?
All right.
And he keeps going?
And he keeps
I
going.
mean, bro.
Dude,
like,
if like he's how long? He has been rapping, I think longer than you've actually been alive.
yeah,
God
100%.
damn.
100%.
And he still sounds like this
Insane.
in 2021. And this like
Fuck that
isn't an
guy.
old verse, right? Like this isn't
No,
like
this
he
is
recorded
current.
this 3 years
It's
ago.
because Weezy works his fucking ass off, bro. Like, all he does is make music all the time. He just
Yeah.
fucking makes music
I mean,
constantly. He's
I've heard some
ridiculous.
shit where he was like, I think some girl he either dated or was seeing, said that he was boring as fuck because all he
did was
play
make
on his
music.
fucking guitar. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. He's
Yeah.
he's the man, bro. It's like every time I ever hear about Lil Wayne in anything ever, it's always the same story of him being in a studio by himself, like listening to beats. Always. Like I was
Yep.
watching like a Paul Rodriguez interview, who's like a skateboarder, and he was talking about like giving Lil Wayne a set of his new like SB Dunks, and he walked into the studio and he said Lil Wayne was just sitting there with a beat playing, bobbing his head. And it's always the same shit. The motherfucker just works and works and works and works. He has no reason to. Motherfucker, just go do whatever you want. Like, you don't need to do this anymore.
Anything he wants.
You don't need to come this hard ever again.
Dude, the
Like,
double
it's
time
fucking ridiculous.
with the like,
What? You could have given Tyler a fucking 8-bar verse of nothing, and everyone would have been like, "Damn, Weezy's awesome. I love Lil Wayne."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you have nothing to prove, bro. You are one of the greatest of all time. What are you doing? Like, this is ridiculous.
Like,
it's
what is
insane.
this switch? Oh my god.
I slow the beat down
And
and
he's
take the
still
drums
going.
out. The beat slows, the drums come out, and he just DTs it, bro. Come on. There's the eagle underneath my coat.
Oh. Dude, just
This
Wayne on
sample,
Lavish
dude.
Beats. Dude, it just
Fucking
doesn't.
fuck drama for that sample. Seriously, that sample is stupid. So good.
Oh my god! Like, you just Wayne on just fucking like Maybach beats. Like, that's what I'll call them. It's like something just Rick Ross would just be just driving, talking about just big money kind of shit too. Just those kind of beats with Wayne, like just like this shit. When I heard this, like, okay, I was like, oh, and it's a minute. It's just moolah. Just, you're just vibing.
The Garden of Eve. Oh my, oh my god, bro, this song is nuts. Like classics.
If it smell like pansies, ask your mammy. We got a driver in the caddy. Ooh. All right, yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah. Just Wayne on those kind of beats is it just never misses. It never, and it's so rare. It's so rare that you get them. You get that Wayne on that kind of beat.
Yeah, but Tyler does it, bro.
Like,
Tyler makes that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tyler makes that.
Like, I know exactly what everyone wants. All right, fuck it, have it.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah,
and
it's amazing.
This album, so good. I'm a very big fan. I can't wait to keep listening to it. I'm scared of the fact that when this Isaiah Rashad album comes out, I won't listen to Call Me If You Get Lost for like 3 months because I will just be looping this Rashad album. But for now, this shit is crazy. It's an incredible record. Like, big fan.
And it's the same thing for me with like, I know I need to go back and listen to Off Season some more. But I can't stop listening to this right now.
I don't give a fuck about Off Season, bro. Couldn't care less. This shit is so good. Like, this shit is so much better than Off Season. It's ridiculous. It's so good. That's insane.
It's
such a from a creative, like holistic product standpoint. This is one of the most incredible records ever. It's incredible. Big fan.
Yeah.
Huge fan.
Big fan. Big fan. Yeah, I can't wait to listen to it some more. I wish I could just play through the whole. It's maybe that might be a one-off thing we do where we just it won't go to YouTube. We just go through and just listen to a whole fucking album together.
Yeah, I'd be
and just talk on it because I can't play the whole thing here because then there'll be nothing to fucking listen to on YouTube or their Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, we might have to do that for an album.
Dude, give Mike his damn stories talk. All right, this motherfucker has been suffering through me and you music nerd out about a fucking rap album.
Yeah,
Mike, you got it, bro. Stories us up.
Let's hear it. I Mike. Mean, you got the demo.
It's just more of the first game, which is better.
How is it better?
I mean, okay, cutscenes are a lot better. Things are like directed better this time. I don't know if it's because there's actual English now and not just Monster Hunter gibberish.
Was it not in English on the 3DS?
No, it was just Monster Hunter language.
Oh, so they have full voice acting now. That's new.
Yeah, I didn't check if Monster Hunter language is a thing on it yet, but I should.
Oh, okay.
But
Dude,
it's
crazy.
It's a really Stories 2 feels really good. I do think you should give it a try on the PC demo. Both of you. Just give it a try. Like if you don't like it, it's free. But it's good. The battle system, like the thing about the battle system, turn-based battles can get mad boring quickly.
Yes.
But this battle system's super engaging. It's not like
what's engaging about it?
It's engaging because it takes what we already know from mainline Monster Hunter and puts it in a rock paper scissors game. So for example, the tree, the speed beats whatever, like speed beats power beats,
tech or something or whatever.
Think of it this way, right? So when I see a Velocidrome, and let's say I've never fought it in stories, I'm like, oh, it's a Velocidrome. This thing must be fast. So it's going to use a lot of speed type attacks. But then once Velocidrone gets enraged, it'll start using a lot of power type attacks. So then you have to adapt as a player to what moves you should counter it with. Like it always keeps you on your toes. That's because it's not like it's not like cool. Oh well, I clearly have the upper hand and it's just boring turn-based battles. Like it's dude, when you got a bow, you can charge it. You could take a turn to charge it, and there's all type of shit you can do with it. There's skills from the game that are just have the same name. So you look at it and you're like, oh, absolute evasion. Oh, I know what that does. It's like,
that's cool.
It's so good at blending main series with RPG. It's so good at it. So that's why I think y'all need to be able to try. Definitely. I'll say the first game.
Dude, I will definitely try it for sure. It sounds pretty fun.
That game sold me more than the first game. Because the first game, it was like, hey, here's Monster from Monster Hunter. All right, that's it. It's just a different game now. I was like, okay.
I still like the fundamental concept doesn't make sense to me. All right, like I don't understand the idea of taking an action game and saying, I bet now, there's no iframes and you're playing rock paper scissors. I still don't like. That doesn't appeal to me. But I think if I can get rid of the idea in my head that I want to be using my insect glaive like an insect glaive, and I'll just view it as like Pokemon with a Barioth, I think I might be able to fuck with it. But I'm pretty bad at not complaining about things, so I'll probably just hate it for the sake of hating it.
That's how I see it because, when I was playing Mega Man a lot, I went from playing classic Mega Man to Legends to Battle Network. Like I was used to that shit that Capcom did, where they would take a franchise and just fucking do make a new sub-series of it. Yeah. Like with a completely different art style and cater it to children or something. Like it works. It does work. So,
yeah. I mean, you could say the same thing. I saw someone say on Twitter, people complaining about taking an action game and turning it into a JRPG. It's kind of silly. It's like, because JRPGs have been switching that shit up for ages and no one complains about it. Like Persona was a fighting game. You know, like they've turned Persona into a fighting game sometimes. Right? So like, there's no issue when it's the other way around, so you shouldn't find it weird when it's going this way. So just try it. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll give it a shot. I'll try to be like open-minded about it. I'll definitely talk shit about it. 100%. But I'll definitely try it. Especially, I didn't know that it was coming out on PC, dude. Like,
I didn't know. You didn't know that at all. Yeah.
I was not gonna fuck with it if it was only on Switch. But dude, if it's on PC, I'll buy it and play it for sure.
Yeah.
Like, any MH anything.
And it's the same day.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
I'll fuck around with it.
And I'm like, if you're into competitive stuff, like it does get deep and there's PvP. And now there's co-op too. So it's like there's something there. Just saying.
Yeah,
but on
I'll
the
pick
Switch,
it up on Steam.
though, man.
Oh yeah.
Fuck this game on the Switch. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Like personally, because I'm used to like higher frame rates. The cutscenes are sub 30. They're not even 30.
Ooh.
They're like fucking struggling.
Ooh.
It looks noticeably slower. It's as if they purposely cut it so that the Switch wouldn't blow up. Like it's wild. I don't like that. And it's like it's weird because it's like during like cutscenes of special attacks, it'll be like at 60. Then it jumps to like 25. And it's like it's too inconsistent.
It's really jarring. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, get this shit on PC, bro. Like,
so what's crazy is we very much openly shit on Switch, right? Very much. Yet we all have one and we've all spent hundreds of hours on it. And I was thinking, I'd still think Switch is the best console. Maybe it's a hot take, but I still think Switch is the best console out like right now, which is kind of crazy. It's 5 years old. 5 years?
Fucking
4 years?
way is it 5 years old? No way.
Yeah.
Is it 2017?
This shit came out last year, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dude, it came out. I know Breath of the Wild came out the same year I moved out, which was 2017. So I think it's at least 4, if not 5 years old.
Oh. This shit came out 3rd of March 2017.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's 4 years old, which is nuts. It's nuts how this console is still relevant, like extremely relevant, right? In this long of time. Next gen has started. It's here. It's for the most part available. Pandemic kind of fucked a lot of shit up. But it's out, and it's been a thing for at least half a year, right? They came out last December, a new Xbox and a new PS5. And Switch is still fucking moving. Shit's still coming out on it. Like, there's no issue. People are still buying them. People are still playing them. I mean, say what we want about Rise. Like, the Switch as a whole is still has a strong library, right? It's kind of crazy. And I'm just, because we were just talking about Switch, we kind of talk about Switch every pod in some way.
Dude, for real. We are like, this is literally a fucking Switch podcast more than anything else. We talk about it every fucking week. It's insane.
And it's crazy. And it just had me thinking, like, I think this is maybe I think it's still the best console, which is crazy. Cause like having it feels better than playing it. It's just so weird.
Dude, fuck yeah. Like, that is the realest shit you've ever said in your fucking life. Yeah. Why is that true?
Yeah. It's
Holy
really weird. Like, it feels great to have a Switch. Yeah, like I love just having it, holding it in my hand.
Boy. Yeah, it's a little boy. Like, you know, it's like, a little man.
Like, look, I got accessories. Like, I got the Joy-Cons. I just got a new dock where I could put the Joy-Cons and my Pro Controller on it. I got the Pro Controller. Like, you know, that, like, it's cool. I like having it. I didn't give a shit about my PS4. I got an SSD. I didn't even get an SSD for it until a year after I was using it. And I was like, fuck, what the hell was I doing? But like, that was it.
I know the one, like, the fucking perfect thing. Get me a Nintendo, bro, because I'll fix everything to do with this goddamn company. The only thing they need to do to this shit is to give it a, like, monthly Game Pass situation.
Dude. Yes. So that goes right into what I was going to say next is I think Switch may be the best console available still right now, but this goes into your topic too as well. As much as Microsoft can suck, they are definitely slept on in as far as gaming goes, because Game Pass is fucking legendary.
Dude, $1 for 3 months of everything in the entire universe? Come on, bro. That is the most insane deal. PC
and Xbox crossover.
It's such an insane deal. And it's like, even if it wasn't an insane deal, dude, this is worth $20 a month, which is how much you pay for it, regardless of deals. The Switch needs it because I love this thing. I think it's awesome. And I always think in my head, oh yeah, I'll play it more. I don't, because I can never justify buying games for it.
Dude, and that's the thing. They have that Nintendo tax. Dude, Breath of the Wild is still like $50.
That's what I'm saying. I can't justify it, dude. Like, it's $80 for me. It's $80 for me to buy Resident Evil 4 on my goddamn Nintendo Switch. All right, so like,
fucking 10-year-old.
I'm never gonna do that when I can get it for fucking like $7 on Steam. I'll play it with and stream it to my friends. Right?
Yeah.
It needs a thing where it's like, give us $20 a month, and everything we have on this console and everything we have in the future and online is in it. Like, you get it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
a lot.
100%.
At least a lot.
It's perfect. Yeah, like a majority, right? Like, I don't think there are certain companies, like, you're not going to get fucking, like, I don't know, Bethesda or whatever, because they're probably, like, there's going to be companies that say no. But, like, the Nintendo stuff, all the Mario stuff, all the Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, like a Nintendo sub.
Generally, like, give me, like, even and then add a couple 30. Things here and there.
Even if they did 30 with the Nintendo tax. $30 a month for all the newer games in the past year, and then like older titles like rotating or something like that. would be sick.
Gimme. That's
would be
fantastic,
amazing.
right? And it's perfect because it's what it is. It's a game where it's like it's a console that hosts games that you don't play forever, right?
Yeah.
Like this whole thing of like games as like, you know, like a Netflix service or whatever, like an equivalent. It works really well for most consoles. It doesn't really work for PC because so many games you play on a PC, you play forever, right? Like, what the fuck are they gonna do? How are they gonna add FF14 to a Game Pass? Like, do you pay extra sub on top of it? Like, what do you do,
that's
right?
dumb.
And that's what I play on PC. I play games that I'm gonna play for a very long time. Like I play FF and I play Guilty Gear, and I'm gonna play those 2 games for a very fucking long time, right? On a Switch, dude, I'm not gonna play a Mario game for 700 hours. I'm gonna finish the Mario game and never play it again. Right?
Yeah.
Imagine if, like, while we're talking about Sonic, right, and me saying I never played a Sonic game, or while we're talking about Zelda and me saying I never played a Zelda game, it can just be like, all right, sick. I've got the fucking Game Pass on my Switch, so after this pod, I'll go play Breath of the Wild. I'm not gonna drop $80 on Breath of the Wild, bro. I'm not gonna do it. Like, this is just never gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, but if it's free with the fucking monthly thing that I pay, I'm cool with that. Give me that shit, 100%. It would fix the console, bro, front to back. It'd be a perfect like thing where it's like it fits its niche, right? I'm on the train. I want to play some Resident Evil, bro. Give me that shit. My Switch has it installed. It's free for 2 months. I'll play it, uninstall it, then install something else and play it. It's like a little mini game machine, and that's all it is. I'm not spending the amount of money I gotta spend on fucking games for this shit that I'm just gonna play once. You know? Make it a service. I'll pay that. I'll pay like $300 a year for this shit.
Yeah, to be able to play A-list Nintendo titles.
Dude, if they said $280 every 12 months, I'd be like, send it, bro. Give fucking, of course, have my $300.
And the rotation thing would make you even want to play those games, right? It's like, oh shit, this is here for 2 months. Well, sure, let me check it out. Let me get through it, you know? Like, would be so sick. You know, like Mario Odyssey. That game looks awesome, but I don't care. I'm not spending $60 on it because it's just fucking Mario.
It's Mario.
But if it was on this, if I was spending $30 a month and it showed up, sure, yeah, let me give Mario Odyssey a shot, you know?
Yeah,
like
100%. It's the same thing with like some of my
favorite. I actually bought that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a bad game.
But that's when it came out, though. When it came out.
Yeah, that's a different thing, right? And like, you know,
but like now, right? Like a year or 2 after it's come out, I'm not spending $60 on it, right?
No.
Like, I'm sure if we were talking to Wavy about it, he would fucking lose his damn marbles and talk about how it's worth every penny, and he's bought it 17 times, right?
Yeah.
But like, there's
I don't know if it's that good, but okay.
I mean, he loves it fucking shit.
Yeah, he loves Mario. Like, he loves Mario like we love Sonic. Probably more.
Oh.
Yeah. He loves Mario.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy because Switch is like, so many people are like, Switch Pro, when like on Nintendo side, they really don't have to because people are still fucking buying and playing and using Switches.
They don't have to, but God, it would fucking help.
It would,
yeah,
but like, dude,
of course.
they're not going to do it until they need to, right? Like, the whole idea behind developing a product in like any situation is releasing it when your sales are down, right?
Yeah.
Like,
dude, and they just keep going up for Switch. That's what's crazy.
Dude, they
keep going up.
The new 3DS until 3DS sales were like, all right, this shit's kind of biffing. Like, we need to reset. And the moment it was going down, they had the new 3DS in the fucking back pocket and they were
ready.
Like, bang, have this
so it'll
piece of
happen
shit
eventually.
that you never need.
Yeah.
Right? It'll happen eventually. It'll only happen in a year and a half when everyone is not buying Switches anymore, right? But right now, everyone is still buying these things. All the time.
And playing them and using them. And shit's releasing for them. But and that's the thing too, right? Like stuff is still releasing for it. It's not like developers are like, we're not going to make for this anymore. Like, no, Switch is a main platform for games to come out on.
For it. Like, they're like, here's a Switch version that is different. Like, it has to be different. We have to make 2 different performance modes, like for handheld and for docked, and like they cater for it. It's a worthy market, right?
Do you think Nintendo's going to keep the hybrid console thing going?
For the Switch or just forever?
Like in general, like do you think they're ever going to just make a home console?
No way.
I don't know, because
This is way too successful, bro. It's way too successful.
It is. I mean, I guess I see a point, because that was the Wii, right? And that was the motion thing, and we've had motion ever since the Wii.
Yeah,
so
and the Wii U.
But they still had motion, though. I mean, it was a flopped console, but the motion thing didn't leave. It was in the gamepad. You know, you can still use a Wiimote for it. A Wii U flopped because it was terrible marketing, right? Like, everybody just thought it was an expansion to the Wii because it was just called Wii with another fucking letter at the end of it.
It's the same reason why I think that Xboxes flop so hard, because no one knows what the fuck is going on.
Nobody knows what they are.
The title of your console matters so
Xbox
fucking much.
They flubbed their marketing since the second console. Like, they did Xbox, and then from 360 onward, they just fucked it up. Like, why is your second console called 360?
You had it perfect. You had it perfect, right? Like, you skip 359 numbers, but I get it. It's okay. But then it's like, all right, so they're taking this fucking degrees thing for some godforsaken reason. Whatever. Give us the damn 720, bro. Everyone knows what that is. Everyone played a fuckload of Tony Hawks when they were fucking 7. They know what a 720 is. All right. Give us that. And like, they didn't. They made the 1, which is like the most confusing shit in the entire universe. Dude, how do you go from 1 to 360 to 1? And then you're like, fuck numbers. X. You're like, you know what, numbers? Fuck it. And then
why didn't they stick with Xbox Scarlet?
Dude, I don't know.
That's equally stupid.
That's why Sony has been successful from day one.
I agree.
PS4.
And when they
put a number in front of it, and the bigger the number is, the better.
And you know when they flopped?
Better you know it is.
They flopped on Vita, because what the fuck is a Vita?
What is a Vita?
What does that
Call
even
it a PSP2, baby.
Exactly.
Call it a PSP number 2.
They had PSP, PlayStation Portable. Easy. What is that? It's a portable PlayStation. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3,
it should have been
PlayStation 4.
Yeah, it should have been PSP2.
PlayStation Portable 2. Yeah, it would have been perfect.
It's perfect,
PSP2.
It's not that hard, man. It's so easy. I am genuinely, I could 100% not tell you, like, it with a gun to my head, what the newest Xbox is called. No idea. Like, seriously, on God, bro. 0 idea. No fucking clue what that shit is called. But I know what the PS5 is. Yep. Easy. It's 5. I can count pretty well. Being alive for 21 years. Done it a couple times. 4, 5 next. Sweet. That's your console order, baby.
Yeah.
1, 360, 1, X. Where the fuck are we, bro? No
Series,
idea. Scarlet,
they just dropped
Series
the word.
5, fucking 29,000. Where are the degrees? Why are we doing colors? What's the alphabet got to do with anything? What the fuck is going on with
Greek
this?
letters.
No idea.
What's going on?
Right? And then like the whole, like, Nintendo does it too. Nintendo is stupid as fuck, dude. The new 3DS, the 3DS
Oh yeah,
XL,
dude. The Plus, that is
dumb.
silly. But the thing is, that's like Nintendo's thing. Like, they've done that since Super Nintendo. They had it nice. Nintendo, Super Nintendo. All right, cool. And then from there, they're like, we can't do that anymore. It makes too much sense. Nintendo 64, GameCube, Wii.
Hang on, hey, why? Like, is there a reason for 64? Is it like 64-bit or some shit?
64-bit, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, 64-bit.
What general consumer knows what the fuck that shit is?
Yeah, exactly.
I have no idea what that is.
Nobody.
That is the name you give to developers to make the game, bro.
Yes.
Like, come on. And then fucking GameCube is pretty good.
GameCube makes sense.
I'll give GameCube up.
And you played games on it. That's probably the best
Xbox
name.
kind of fucked them.
Yeah, GameCube and Switch are probably the best names they've ever had.
Game Boy is a banger.
They're handhelds.
I love the words
they
Game
nail.
Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy.
I'm a little
Game Boy Advance, Game Boy SP. They
what
kind of
does
nailed
SP
it.
stand for?
Special, superpower.
Oh,
I don't know.
no,
Supreme,
that makes sense,
something
actually,
like that.
They do that in Japan. Yeah, SP,
yeah, that's a
Advance,
Japanese
SP,
thing.
DS,
Color. DS was dual screen.
Nintendo dual screen.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Sweet. That's tight. Light makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, their handhelds make sense,
of.
except for the new stuff. 3DS, like, I get it. 3D, and then it was dual screen. Like, it makes sense.
And
but
it's also the main marketing thing, right? The whole thing of like a 3DS was like, it's coming out. What?
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah.
That makes sense. 3DS XL
So yeah, the
makes
handhelds
sense.
they do pretty good, but
New 3DS
yeah,
is stupid.
Yeah, the new thing sucks. But yeah, I think GameCube and Switch are their only console names that really like. I mean, I guess Nintendo because that was the name of their company. But like once they started venturing out, N64 is not.
Switch is great. I think
Switch is a great
fucking
name.
banging name. That's a good name, right?
Yeah.
Fucking because that's what it do. It don't do it very much for me because that shit just stays docked or it's like this and it's flat. Like,
Dude, they released the version that doesn't switch. There's a Nintendo Switch that doesn't switch. It's only handheld.
And they call it. They should have called it the Switchless, bro. Come on. Nintendo Switchless. That's a
Switch Lite. It's close. Switch Lite. Switchless.
Switch Lite, which I get to because like it's like DS and DS Lite, which still doesn't really make sense because a DS Lite was like a more versatile.
It did
DS,
all the same thing.
But then
it just did
Switch
more.
Lite is a less versatile Switch. Doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
Apparently it's lighter, maybe, but it's a bigger screen, right? So it's not, or is it a smaller screen? I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I don't know.
shit.
Okay, fuck it. Shit is a waste of goddamn money. That Nintendo, I don't know. Nintendo's okay with their naming, but Xbox need to fucking sort that goddamn shit out.
Yeah, they gotta figure it out.
What are you doing? Like
they're trying something new every generation, and
I don't even know what it is. Like I can tell like what the new thing that Nintendo are doing by the name of their console. What the fuck is a Series X? What new thing are you doing? What is that?
A Series S? Small?
What is this?
Extra large?
Series Super? Series
much.
We getting
Series
drinks?
XL? Series?
Yeah. T-shirt size. They got T-shirts.
They got basketball positions.
Yeah.
Xbox Series PG. They get Allen Iverson to fucking co-sign that shit.
Yeah.
Come on,
dude, it's
bro.
weird.
Ridiculous.
It's weird.
They gotta sort that shit out. It's stupid. PlayStation are goated with that shit.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. Day
Good
one.
on that.
Only one, and they learned. The one they strayed, they learned. Vita. Don't do it
PSP,
again.
PS Vita, don't know what it is. If I
Yeah.
don't know what it is, I'm not gonna buy it. Dude, you gotta market to the mums, bro. The mums are buying this shit.
Parents. Yeah.
How, if I don't know what the newest Xbox is, how does my mom?
You know how many parents probably bought their kids like an Xbox One instead of the Series X?
Dude, you know, and same thing with Wii U. Like, the Wii U, and they just got another Wii. So many times.
Infinite. The mom's like, damn, this is a bargain, bro. My son only wants a $70 fucking birthday present from a thrift store.
This is value. I'm just gonna get him a Wii. You can upgrade to the Wii U with the later. You just get the Wii
firmware
now.
update. Just get the new sensor and shit, bro. It's all good. Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Fucking naming, dude.
But
drive me crazy.
aside from it being named wrong, again, Series S is a sleeper console, man. At MSRP, at least, at reasonable price.
Oh, the Series S. Oh,
What does
yeah.
that
Why?
do?
So it's a next gen console. It's really tiny for one. It's a tiny box. I should have told Mike to unplug it and bring it so we could look at it on screen earlier.
I can. It's right here.
Oh, is it just like right there?
Yeah.
It's tiny. It looks like a speaker, so it looks cute.
Wait, I'm gonna try not to unplug it. Actually.
Wait, Mike, don't break it. Mike
Mike
don't
just
break
drops it, dude.
It's not that. I don't know.
Yes.
That's why I said it.
Yes,
oh my
I say
God.
yes. Because if you do drop it, it'll be funny. Unplug
Make
that
sure it's
shit.
off.
It is off.
Oh, see, look at that. Look,
shit.
it's a little
Hold up,
tiny
I'm
guy.
getting Hold on, I'm getting a call. Hold on.
Is that a
Uh
Wii?
oh.
No, wait.
Uh
I
oh.
gotta tell her we're doing the damn pod.
All right.
Xbox in hand. Hey, babe, sorry.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look at it. It's tiny. Hold your Switch next to it. Do you have your Switch?
Oh, it's cute.
No,
Yes, it's cute. Oh,
Yeah.
it's cute. It's a
It's
tiny
my
little.
cute.
PSO2 machine.
So that's the Series S, and it's like $300 retail, which is the same price as a Switch.
I like it. I like that.
And it plays 1440p. You can play New Genesis on there. It's a next gen console for $300.
And you get Game Pass, bro.
Yes, and you get Game Pass.
Anything.
You can play all that stuff. Yeah,
play Among Us.
That's what I'm saying. They got some value on there. They just gotta fucking play it. No,
shit.
I just realized what the fuck you said.
Nothing. We're moving on. Fuck it.
Yeah, it just got to title it better because I think the Series S is slept on. That is a perfect like living room console to just be able to. Let me just throw a game up there for people who want to get into New Genesis and they don't have a gaming PC. The Series S, perfect console for it.
Now I will say though, I feel like the Xbox version of PSO2 or NGS, it seems like it's Xbox One X enhanced, so it's not using the full beef of this console, at least not yet. But it still runs pretty good. There are some like graphical glitches that need to be fixed if we like hound them about it. Like the clouds be looking like they got CRT TV filters on them sometimes. And like I know if you have like Bloom on, sometimes the screen goes dark, but I think they fixed that.
Do you have graphic settings in the game?
I told Fred, yeah, like almost the exact same shit as PC.
Oh, that's all, dude. That needs to be a standard, man.
Which is funny because I remember when I played 14 on PS4, there wasn't that many graphics options. So this is 14, the first.
Yeah, 14.
It's
like not many.
Limited.
Yeah, it's like the first MMO
it's more like
I played.
Quality stuff, like motion blur and shit like that.
Dude, give me presets and then give me all the options.
Literally,
I think it should be like a developer code thing. The options should be like here's your like high, what we said last week, right? So like prioritize frame rate, prioritize resolution. And then I say like if you're in that menu and you hold like X for 7 seconds and then press left, right, up, then you get like all the shit. Because like, dude, fucking
a lot of people just fuck it up.
60-year-old Doris playing some fucking playing whatever the fuck Xbox has, some Morrowind on a goddamn Game Pass. She doesn't need all that shit. All right, she just needs nothing. In fact, she needs nothing. She needs to just play the game.
Nothing.
And that's it.
Just boot it
and
up
this is just overwhelming for her, right? So fucking give it to people who want it. Like it should be like a standard input. It should be like everything is the same. So like you go from PSO to I don't know, Forza. And it's like if you want the quality options, you press X, left, right, up on all of them, and you get them. And all the developers like stick to it. But like, I don't know. Maybe I'm asking for like a little bit too much. Maybe I'm asking for a level of cooperation that humans are just not capable of doing. Because let's be honest, that won't happen ever. Like, ever. Not gonna happen. Sorry.
No. But yeah, that's a sleeper. And Microsoft got to figure out their fucking name scheme and
it's cute.
Whatever the fuck they're doing with Windows, but
Xbox cute.
Series S is.
You know what's funny though? This console's actually selling in Japan.
No way.
That's awesome.
Could be joshing me.
And it's probably because it's small.
Oh, so the Series S specifically.
And it's cute.
Oh yeah.
You could definitely make it look really cute too. I feel like you could definitely.
They probably drew on it and put some cute anime faces on it or something.
Y'all know like
some Pusheen on it.
Like BMO
from Adventure Time.
Make
you could totally make him look like BMO.
I would definitely make a little BMO Xbox. That'd be adorable. And I would look at it every day and never play it and be like, damn, bro, my BMO is getting dusty. But it would be cute on my desk.
He looks cool. He's a cool looking BMO.
I want to buy it.
That would be really
cool. About
$7,000
in my fucking shitty ass hellhole of a country.
Yeah, and
that's also apparently tilting that way. My country is tilted right now.
Yeah, your Windows looking crazy over there. You're good, but the Windows on lean.
Yeah, I mean, fucking, I don't know. I got a cold before, so fucking whatever. The Switch dock does not hold up how I thought it once would, but it's
okay. So what else we got? We got all right. So last week, before we miss it, was that last week or was that this week? Sonic's 30th birthday.
He
turned
this week.
That was this week. He turned 30 years old. He turned.
Good on him.
Were you the same year, Mike? Or are you a year older?
Yeah. Literally, me and Sonic, 1991. So, and I'll be 30 in August. So.
Be 30 in August?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, y'all gotta get rid of me, man. Seriously. Cut off.
Yeah, I'm 30. How old am I right now? 32. 89. So I'll be 32 in October. So I'm 2 years ahead of Sonic. But the blue blur, his happy birthday to the boy. I took a little panoramic picture of the room of all the Sonic stuff in here.
That was sick, dude. I looked at it on Twitter. I was like, damn, that is fucking tight. I didn't give a shit half fuck about Sonic, but that was a sweet picture.
Yeah, it was a really cool picture of all the Sonic stuff that I have in here. And happy birthday for the boy. And there was they did like a symphony of a whole bunch of Sonic music, and it was amazing. If you haven't listened to it, I will try to remember to link it, but towards the end of that, it had my I was about to tear up. I'm about to tear up a little bit towards the end of that symphony, man. They started with like the classic stuff, and then they went to like the newer stuff, Sonic Adventure and Crush 40 and all that good stuff. And then towards the end, they mixed the symphony and the band. Oh man. And then they played the homies tune. They played Hyper Potion's Friends during the credits, and then they put the symphony on top of that. That was where it got me. That was where I was like, oh, dude. Nope. There's just something in the air. There's just some pollen or something. Up.
Allergy, hay fever.
Yeah, it was some hay fever. But yeah, it was really good. Even if you don't give a shit about playing Sonic, that symphony was just good music to hear. So I just recommend just checking it out. Just listen to it. It's music.
30 years, dog.
Dude, he's 30.
Like,
he is 30.
That's what I'm saying, right?
I've grown up with him.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I don't have any attachment to Sonic, right? I talk shit about it a little bit because like the fans are usually kind of lame. But
yeah,
I think it's like it's fine. Like, it's just a video game series, right? Who gives a fuck? But I think that like you don't get like fans, like Sonic fans, without something real special, right?
Yeah.
And you don't last 30 years despite fucking up every single goddamn year without something special, right? Like there hasn't been a special thing
other than Sonic Mania. There hasn't been a great Sonic game since like fucking generations, and that's debatable because that's just rehashing the old shit that was good. So
people still care, and people are still crying to your damn symphony. So you got something special, right? It's a special little thing. Please, for the sake of my friends, please give them something. Like, please, because I'm so sick of hearing people complain and just be so sad about this little blue man. Give my boys something, please. I'm begging. Like, God.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
They keep trying. I don't know what this next one's gonna be. Who knows? I'm not holding my breath. It's a Sonic cycle. It is a Sonic cycle. They announce a new game. We get excited. We see some of it. It comes out, not good. And then the cycle repeats.
Sad, man.
Like, what if the cycle repeats?
Episode 784 of the pod, when we haven't had a good Monster Hunter game in 3.5 years, and we're sitting there like, oh, next one's gonna be really good. I can't wait. Dude, I feel so fucking bad for you motherfuckers, seriously.
Dude,
this series is fucked.
I have a picture called Sonic Cycle from 2010. I've had this picture since 2010. It's still viable.
You've
First
had that
info on new Sonic game.
Since I was a little baby boy. I was 10 years old when you had that. Oh.
Yep. First info on new Sonic game Hopes are raised. Fans begins Sonic's triumph return. Dude, this is from 10 years ago and it's still relevant. More screen and info. Pictures of friends. Pictures of new friends. Gameplay looks to be the same old. The hopes hit the ground. Game releases. Massive disappointment. I literally just explained this from memory.
Fans proclaim they will never be fooled again. Oh.
Yeah. That's the cycle.
That's about to happen with the new Sonic game, bro. Sonic Rangers.
The Sonic Ranger. Have they confirmed the name of that?
I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna, my man. It's my man.
I hope for y'all, man. I really do. I've got a lot of. I'll put some energy out. All right. I'll fucking think about it a little bit. Luckily, dude, I'm young and I don't have to deal with any of this shit. But
look at Mario.
Need something.
Mario, like, lame ass looking character, but goddamn, his games never miss. What the hell?
Yeah,
dude.
They never miss. Every single one is good.
So many games that are good. They got good games. Like
all of his games are good. They're all good.
And here, this is the weird thing. All right, Sega listen way more.
Yeah, dude, they give a fuck.
They really give a fuck. They made a symphony. Like,
dude,
come on.
Oh no, there's something about Sega where there's just been a few years where they just kept fucking up.
It's like sad, right? Like it's not even like a disappointment. It's like the kid. It's like the kid in gym who's like he never gets picked. He's always the last one picked on the team. And then he's the last one picked on the team because you play dodgeball and you hit him and he's just standing there. Exactly. He doesn't move. He's just sitting there. It's like, dude,
I feel bad for Flynn. I'm sorry, little man. But when I'm captain,
I'm not gonna pick you. I'm sorry.
You suck.
Yeah.
Sorry, dog.
It's like what happened with Yuji Naka and what happened with Yu Suzuki, who did Shenmue.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Shenmue.
There's something about those developers where, like, back in their heyday, they were so good,
bussin'.
Or for whatever reason, they just don't got it no more.
Guys.
They just don't got it.
That's all right, and that's the sign of, like, I think that's like when something really pops. Like, dude, Mario is say what you will about it being boring or whatever. That is a game series that has, like, outlasted time itself, dude.
Yeah.
Same with Zelda.
They always hit, right? And it's because the motherfuckers who made it are okay with letting it go, right? They understand this new kid, he knows how to make a good game for the Switch. So Odyssey, he can have it.
Yeah.
He can make a good game without character.
That's exactly what Sonic Mania was. Sonic Mania is a fan game that is licensed by Sega, and it's the fucking best thing since OG Sonic 3 and Knuckles from 93 or some shit. That game came out 3 years ago or something like that.
That's what I'm saying. How does Nintendo sue people for making ROM hacks and then still hit every Mario game? And then fucking Sonic is like, oh, you fucking stole our games? Sick. Release it. Thanks.
Yeah.
Looks fun. And their games suck.
Yeah.
Like, it's, dude, I don't get it, bro. I feel bad for y'all, man. Because that's just a little blue boy who wants a little bit of love. All right. And the movie was pretty good. So,
dude, the movie was good. I think it was probably one of the better video game movies.
I mean, sure as hell better than that shitty ass Monster Hunter movie that came out.
Yeah,
Lord. That shit was awesome. But, like,
yeah,
it's a fun movie.
Like, I think the only other video game movie that probably competes is, like, first Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
that's, like,
I would say
probably
those two compete.
I don't know, dude.
Like, all the Resident Evil movies are trash from what I hear.
Mortal Kombat was it still holds up today.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
it's pretty good.
First fighting game movies are cheat codes.
Yeah, they're cheat codes, right? Because action, right?
Yeah.
Because fighting is the best.
You just throw some techno in there, and you got
and just some punches.
But I think it
kicks,
was still
like,
pretty true to the series, though. Like in that sense, like I think it was still pretty true to playing the game. Yeah,
it was believable too. It's pretty believable.
But like other than that, I know Resident Evil wasn't it. Street Fighter.
I'm saying
no.
But even then, like the dope stuff is dope because it's a fighting game movie. And fighting games, dude. Like Tekken, like Blood Vengeance is maybe the worst movie of all time. That scene where Kazuya and Heihachi are fighting off a bunch of robots, dopest shit of all time. Me and my friend Tyler were losing our damn marbles at that shit because Heihachi is a badass, bro. He's sick, so it's tight. Like fighting game movies don't count. Fighting games are kind of a cheat. It's such a cheat.
Hey,
code.
that's the only thing Mario did flop on. That fucking Super Mario movie was ass.
I want to think about that, dude. God awful. But like,
he had literal springs on his feet.
Your character's lame, bro. Like, what do you do?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Make a kids movie next time, buddy. Jesus, dude.
Yeah.
Pokemon movies, bang. Mewtwo Strikes Back is a fucking
so I guess when I say video game movies, I mean live action. That's for one, because animation's a cheat code. It's just that, I mean, Pokemon's already an anime, so of course it's going to be good. Of course it's going to be good. But I mean live action. That's what I should be saying. I mean live action movies. Fair enough. Live action video game movies. Like there's not really
think of any good ones other than the shitty Monster Hunter one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They mostly suck, which is super weird. Why
Dragon Ball? I mean, that's not a game. I mean, there kind of is, but that movie was ass.
That movie
I don't know.
Actually, that was the worst video game movie. That was the worst video game movie.
Yeah, that was like, real bad.
They whitewashed that
everything.
Everyone except Chi-Chi was whitewashed.
Yeah.
Okay, and Masaroshi, but even then, he was nothing like Masaroshi.
Hey, you know what, dude? Fucking that Witcher series that came out was pretty good.
Well, yeah, of course.
That was okay.
Yeah, that's a TV show, though.
Even though that's
not a movie.
Come on, bro. Like, you can't keep moving the goalposts, dog. Fuck.
What do you mean?
Okay,
I mean, if you get Witcher,
that counts.
You get Witcher.
But to be fair, it's more based off the books than the game.
Yeah, but nah.
But the game is like
Witcher was until the game came out.
Exactly.
What about?
You're right.
I didn't know Witcher was a book.
That World of Warcraft movie, man, that was alright.
I've never seen that one.
People did not like that one
here. Yeah, but like
really
that's
well in China.
Warcraft,
but like not liking it. Yeah, not liking it because the lore and what versus it just being bad. You know, like
it wasn't
like the
bad.
Monster Hunter movie was just fucking bad.
That was like bad.
You didn't have to play Monster Hunter to watch that movie and be like, this is bad. Like if I watched the WoW movie and didn't play WoW, would it be a bad movie?
And Capcom's like eating that movie up as if like they're proud of it or some shit.
I don't get it, man. I don't understand like how the fuck do you put a gun anywhere near that series? How does somebody look at that series and think, M16? Like what?
Yeah.
It's so illogical, dude. All you gotta do,
here you go.
Just make it like there is such an easy way to make anything dope. All right, and anything cool, especially anime, like that is dope, is because of this, bro. Fucking training montages. Characters getting stronger, they win.
You know what the training montage was in the Monster Hunter movie? Just Mila Jovovich swinging her arms around next to Tony Jaa.
That was bad. Shit. I expected more from that, bro.
For like a minute. It's literally just a training montage. It's just a big ass training montage. It's all you have to do to make it good. Is just make it, this guy can't even kill a Jaggy, but now laggy. Killing him.
Dude.
It's just one big training montage. That's all you gotta do, and it's a good movie.
The Monster Hunter movie could have been about a rookie hunter, and we just literally see her develop into competent hunter.
It's perfect. Like it's literally just take the boring, shitty, stupid MH stories, because blockbuster motherfuckers will eat that shit up, of new hunter isn't very good, that poses a big threat to the village, and then they get better and they kill the threat.
It's
bro.
fucking Karate
And then
Kid.
have her
They
have
could
some
just-
near-death experiences.
Yeah,
Like,
bro.
come
Have him
on.
nearly
This-
get eaten by a couple engine ass, and you're all good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
it's so easy. It's so easy. The only issue is that
But
they're
let's
probably
do
not going to
the,
use an
what-
insect glaive.
What's it
because
called?
fucking no one
Isekai?
wants it.
Is that what it's called?
What is it?
Isekai?
Oh, is that like machine guns on like?
No, that's
It's like
when
colliding
a character.
worlds.
Yeah, well, like a
Yeah.
character
Oh,
gets
yeah,
put into a
see,
different world. That's what
That's
the
what I'm
Monster Hunter movie
saying.
was.
Like, why
Yeah.
is the first MH movie like?
An isekai movie? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, why that shit should come in 30 years when it's like
Yeah.
Monster Hunter 74.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Modern life attacks.
Yeah.
Right? Why is
Modern
that
warfare.
Your starting point, right? Your starting
Do
point
you,
is M16s.
do you know there
Yeah.
was an episode of PSO2 where it was
Yes.
legit the craziest isekai I've ever seen in my life?
Yeah, that's
Because
exactly
I
what it
remember
was.
you start off episode 5 and you're like, oh, this is cool, and then you see like this girl in Tokyo playing PSO2.
Yeah, it's
and you're
episode
like-
4 is just a whole isekai episode.
You're like, wait, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, they're
What?
like playing the game, but like that's like funny. Like I feel like they didn't take it that serious. It was like funny. So it's like, oh, you're playing PSO. I'm in PSO. What? That's weird. What the?
Oh wait,
Whatever.
you think where I come
Weird.
from? You
Yo,
think where I
what
come
the
from
fuck
is a
I'm
video
doing?
game?
Yeah,
Bitch, this is my life.
yeah.
like,
but it's like
That's
kind of
pretty
funny.
much what it is.
Yeah, I just felt like it was in a much lighter way. It wasn't all this fucking dark Hollywood AAA blood, fucking
True.
stabbing Diablos in the head, fucking TI's getting eaten by a goddamn spider. Like it wasn't. It wasn't any kind of. It wasn't that serious, right?
You know what though? I thought episode 5 was pretty cool. I do think that if they were to do something like that on a more serious note, it should be like Phantasy Star 1, where it's like literally space fantasy, where literally you have castles and shit, but you pull out a fucking lightsaber and a shield. Like,
Isn't? Yeah, I mean that was episode 5. That's
I
literally
know,
what it was.
but it's like there wasn't that much technology on that.
Oh yeah, it was
on
just
that
kind of
world,
spacey
though.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, if you, like, really mix science fiction and fantasy together like that, I think that would be better.
Yeah.
Sen, did you change your hat?
Yeah, it did.
He did.
I was hoping it would
Oh,
fix the.
Fuck.
I was hoping it would fix the lighting, but it
I was
didn't.
like, bro, I swear to God, we had a conversation about the shuriken on the hat. Like, I swear to Christ, I had a fucking crisis in my head. Just
Yeah,
then.
I was thinking because the lighting was getting all. I think it fucked up the lighting because I'm
Oh my
dark and the
God,
hat was
dude.
white,
Thank
so the
the
contrast
heavens.
was. Yeah, so
Thank
but I
the
don't think it
fucking
fixed it, so
Lord.
whatever.
That really fucked me up.
Nobody
That
said anything when I
fucking-
switched, so I was like, I'm just gonna keep it moving.
I didn't. You should have said something because I just had a heart attack, bro. I thought I was suffering dementia or some shit, dude. Fucking hell, bro. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I swear we just talked about this hat, bro, an hour and 30 minutes ago. I swear to fucking God, it was white. It was so sure of it.
It's right here.
Like,
You're good. I
thank
probably
you.
fucked up my camera again. There we go.
God.
Oh, maybe.
Oh my God, you
shit.
are fucked.
Fucked. See, this is what happened. This is why I didn't want to put the damn. God damn it. It's fucked. Look what
It's
happened.
even
Look what I did.
worse now, dude.
Dude, now it's
God damn,
Wow.
what the fuck?
Oh, come on, man. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
All
your
right.
lighting was fuck.
That was
Yeah, that hat
crazy,
was-
dude.
That hat was fucking it up. Yeah. All right. I can't wear
Okay.
can't wear that
Thank
for
the
the pod
fucking
anymore.
heavens, dude. Seriously. Holy shit. That fucked me up real bad.
So, oh yeah, so we were talking about PSO. That takes us to a point we're going to talk about again. Gigantix. Well, first
What is
let's go to Tompy's thoughts on PSO now that you've played it, because you didn't.
Oh
We hadn't talked about you.
Oh
actually
yeah,
playing it
this
since
is-
last week.
yeah, I
Um,
did play it. I played it for a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
I
what,
was really excited. I was playing with you, Sam, and I finally got my Talos and I used it for 2 minutes and I was like, man, this shit sucks. So I got off of it. And then I fucked around with every single class, okay? And it's fun, okay? The game is very, very, very fun. It feels very, very good. Ducking around with knuckles on your hands is fucking sick as fuck. The sound and like the parrying and shit is probably like some of the most satisfying like Sekiro level like satisfaction from like parrying shit. It feels very good, but it would have. I knew this going into it, and same with base PSO. It was gonna take a fucking lot for me to play that game for a long period of time. Number one, because I have FF. It's the same deal as you with FF, like, but reversed, Sam. It's like, it's going to take a lot for you to really commit to Final Fantasy because you already have an MMO, and asking someone to play 2 MMOs is fucking hard. Especially start a new one. You have to dedicate a lot of daily time to a new MMO. And that daily time is what I usually spend on FF. And number 2, I don't like high-tech, clean sci-fi at all. It's like my only aesthetic that I'm really like not into by default. If I know something is like high-tech, clean sci-fi, I will pretty much always stay away from it because I don't really care for it at all. I love like grungy, like Cowboy Bebop sci-fi. My favorite aesthetic probably. But like clean shit, not a fan of it, right? And that's PSO. That's the entire aesthetic, right? So I'm not playing the game right now, and I can't see myself playing the game until I stop playing FF before Endwalker comes out, because that'll probably happen in the next couple months. And I might pick it back up then when I'm looking for like another game to like grind out every day. But I don't have like that thing that I had with FF where it's like, man, I really want to play Red Mage. I really want to get that armor set. I really want to see that part of the world. Like, I don't have it with NGS just because of the aesthetic of the game. But the game feels fucking sick. Knuckles is fucking awesome. Force is really cool. I'm really happy that it's like easier to get into. I didn't really feel very overwhelmed with it at all. I feel like I can stop. I can say, cool, game is cool, and keep it installed and play it every now and then keep it in mind when I'm looking for a game after FF. I don't feel like overwhelmed by it at all right now, which is cool. And it's definitely better than base PSO, for sure. And I'm happy that fucking PSO gamers have a really good looking game to play. You know? I think it's cool.
Dude, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Did you see the pictures Heather took? The wedding photos?
Yeah, it's a pretty game.
So pretty. So pretty.
It's a very pretty game.
So this picture that Mike just linked of clean sci-fi, this literally looks like the quarters from base PSO2.
I was gonna say that. This is this is gonna be our personal quarters in NGS, bro.
Yeah, this is exactly what the personal quarters would look like in NGS.
And I'm sleep. I'm sleep, bro. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have anything bad to say about the game. And if anybody ever asks me, should I try it, bro? It's free. It's pretty. It runs well. And fuck yeah. Try it, 100%.
I would say if you like sci-fi and anime, it'll be the perfect aesthetic.
Yeah, dude, it's literally the both. Yeah,
like me, because I like that kind of shit. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing too for me as well. With base PSO2 was like it was kind of a hard sell because I don't like the sci-fi aesthetic either. It's not really my thing. I like high fantasy, knights, armor, sword, like that. That's like my aesthetic. Monster Hunter shit, like Final Fantasy 14 kind of shit. Like that's my aesthetic. So like PSO2 didn't sell me.
Mike, bro, Mike is ready to fight us. Holy shit, big dog, what's up?
I don't like this shirt. The neck on the fucking man.
You got bacon neck. You got bacon collar.
Shit.
I mean, the shirt's nice. It's a good album. So
yeah,
you know, what do you do?
But yeah, like I didn't really care for the sci-fi space shit either. It's like not really my thing. But again, pandemic, and I didn't have shit to do, and the game was free, so I tried it, and my friends were playing. I was like, oh, cool. There's a lot of cool shit here, and fashion, right? I think that's something that will pull you more when NGS has the library of fashion that base PSO2 had.
Yeah.
Because when base PSO2 came out here, it was an 8-year-old game, so it had so much fucking shit already in it. NGS is from the ground up, so it's slowly getting fashion now. Like I said, like those pictures you saw of Heather and I, we don't look like space characters. Like I'm wearing a little cute dress, she's wearing like a tuxedo and stuff.
Yeah,
but that's like stuff that's, you know, that was new. Like that was just added like this week. So they'll keep adding new stuff and things like that.
Yeah,
and I think once there's more fashion and stuff like that.
Yeah, because I need those. Not me, like any MMO player needs those goals to like keep playing the game, right? Like my friend James just picked up FF14 and he's tried to play it a couple times before, but he's never really committed to it. So he's playing through the trial, and the reason that he's committing to it is because he wanted to play Machinist, right? And you don't get Machinist until you unlock Heavensward. And it was the exact same thing with me. I wanted to play Red Mage when I started playing. I fucking booted the game up. I was talking to my friend Ben, and I was like, "What is this guy doing?" Because he had like a rapier and like a little crystal, and I was like, "He is fucking sick. I like him, and I want to do that." And it was like, "Cool, get to level 70." And I was like, "Fuck." All right. So I did it, right?
Yo.
I did that. And it was the only reason why I kept playing, and all I did was complain while playing through it. I was like, I just want to get the fucking Red Mage. Why am I still playing a goddamn bard? I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want my goddamn class. But it got me through the bullshit to where I could enjoy the actual game. It's ironic because now I fucking hate Red Mage. It's the most boring class in the fucking game. This shit is trash.
It's still flashy though.
Yeah, and it looks cool, and I love rapiers and shit, right? Like, I think that's, like, one of my favorite, like, weapons. Like, glavy things and, like, rapiers are, like, my fucking jam. So it's cool. Aesthetically, it's really cool, but you need that thing that, like, pulls you to, like, get somewhere, you know? And I just couldn't really hold on to that thing with PSO because everything that I saw that I really thought was cool looked like shit because it was from base.
Yeah.
Like, damn, that
like fashion. Yeah.
Because usually that's what'll pull me. It's like it'll be a weapon or an aesthetic, or it'll be, even with FF, I saw a girl in like a coat, and I was like, I want that coat. And Sam was like, cool, it's a level 70 coat. So you get to level 70, you can get it, right? And fashion will like pull me to fucking crazy lengths, right? 100%. But none of the fashion that I've seen from NGS with like the quality of NGS has really pulled me to want to play. I guarantee, Sam, you'll fucking post a picture of some cutie in a beanie and a coat, and I'll fucking boot the goddamn game up right then and there and play the fuck out of it because I want it, right?
Yeah.
I want that shit. So yeah, I just haven't got that thing. That thing that I can like really like want and grind towards and get through the difficulty of learning a new game's systems and like feeling like it's worthwhile for like some sort of end goal.
Yeah, and that's just like growing pains. I think that's kind of a title of just NGS kind of right now is, and it may come off a bit harsher than it is, but there's just growing pains of a new game, a new MMO from the, especially with PSO in global, because it's like we're here from ground one. Like we're experiencing what Japan experienced to a degree with PSO2 releasing in Japan on day one. Yeah. Like we're getting that here now, and shit's gonna grow, shit's gonna mess up, they're gonna fix it, it's gonna change, it's gonna look like this, they're gonna add things, change things.
And it's good, man. It being basic and minimal right now is good because it means in 2 years it won't be too much. Right. Yeah. And that's important. Yeah. Like MMOs need to think about that. They got to think about the fact that like they're not a AAA game that is there for the year before they release a new game. Yeah, New Genesis is like a game that is going to be around for like a very long time. So
this is my issue with everyone just complaining about content. It's like
it's a long game. MMOs are long games. That's the point of them.
With the amount of content in this game now, I still have a lot to do.
Dude, I only just hit 20 on my third class. There's 6 classes. They're adding 3 more classes before a year now.
Hitting like 4 more classes. Hitting 20 is nothing in this game because there's over leveling. With you get EX, you get X cubes. I mean, you're gonna want that if you like to min max at the very least, or at least like to even somewhat do that. then this game's gonna give you a lot of reason to play.
Even if you just want to optimize. Yeah.
This game gives you a lot of reason to play it. So
yeah, and like just for the completionist sake, which is how I generally like to play PSO2, and not the completionist as in I want to be the best at everything, but I want to be able to experience everything at a decently high level. So like get every class to 20, get all the skills, get a decent weapon in every category. So if I want to switch to whatever class, I can switch to it and keep up. Try fighting every boss with every weapon, every class. Like that's the kind of way I play PSO. And there's like, that's so much to do.
And then you
like,
take a break and like what's going to happen when we start getting our rooms and all this other stuff to do on the side? Like it's just going to add more stuff to do. So
yeah. And Gigantix is a part of that. And I know that that's the latest thing they added this past week was Gigantix, which is like a world boss that's super strong, and it drops like special augments and special weapons and stuff. And it's really cool. And it only shows up on like when the weather's crazy or whatever, and it spawns for like a 6-minute or 8-minute window. And conceptually, it's really awesome. It's a really cool idea in an open world game to have, hey, here's a random boss that'll spawn and it's really tough. And if you take it down, you get really cool stuff that drops. It's awesome idea. But the thing with NGS right now is it's only random, which kind of stinks. You can't like organize anything. And with that, like you can't make a private room. There's no private rooms, which is I've been saying that since the beta. Like I have to deal with randoms. I like being able to deal with randoms, but I don't want to be forced to deal with randoms.
Yeah.
And for this, which is at this point the hardest content in the game, it's the toughest enemies in the game, I have to deal with randoms. Those two things don't mix well. Toughest content, having to deal with randoms, they don't generally mesh well. There's going to be frustration there. Mm-hmm. So as cool as Gigantix are, and visually, I don't think I've mentioned that anywhere. They look cool as hell. It's like the bosses that have already been in the game, but they have like this cool like purple aura energy around them. They look
it's
cool
like,
as shit.
It's kind of like tempered monsters.
Yeah, they kind of look like tempered, but fucking cooler. Honestly,
and the veterans are kind of like Apex monsters because they have like
tight.
Dude, they look like, sick, and there's a bunch of different enemies that look like that.
Yeah, they have like
especially with the weather and shit.
And they only show up during like thunder,
moldy armor and shit.
They only show up during like thunder storms. And there's like one for each area, and they look awesome. They look so sick. Like that's a video, but yeah, they look really cool, and they're really tough. They like 1 or 2 shot you. It like super rewards parrying. Like like one of the bosses does this move where it's like a tornado inside and then tornado outside. That graph we were looking at last week, there's a Gigantix version of that boss. So I've learned that it's moves now. So it does that tornado when I was playing Hunter. So I like parry that, and then I'm still in there attacking, like 6 other people die. And it's like, haha, I know the parry, you don't. And it like feels great. But yeah, I wish I could just do it with my friends for one and not have to deal with randoms, because when you're doing it with randoms and then the fight doesn't happen and then everybody starts fucking, your gear was what and you didn't do it. And it's like, fucking shut up. Just fuck off,
dude. Seriously.
Yeah, I just leave. Like I was in a group where we were fighting it and we didn't beat it. It despawned and it was like, whatever, man, whatever. We didn't get it. And then it immediately went into, well, if you didn't have this gear, I was like, all right, look, I'm leaving. I'm out of here. I'm changing blocks. I'm going to a different block. So like, I did kill my 5. And again, like once I'm there and I'm fighting the monster and that's going through, it's awesome. But all the other stuff around it kind of sucks because you can't really plan for it. We were able to plan today, but I think that was due to like a weird scheduling thing between Japan and global. So it's kind of really random. Like they can show up within like an hour window or like a 3-hour window, and it kind of doesn't respect your time, which is shitty. And I hope that gets changed in some way or something. Like a lot of the systems around it are not great, but the fight itself is cool. The weapons they drop are cool, and like new affixes. It's cool, new stuff, and it's basically stuff that's like for people who want super hard shit, which is awesome because there's not really anything in the game that's that well prior to this. Like there's urgence, but like that's kind of it. And there's a lot of sweaty gamers in PSO, which is fine. There's a lot of sweaty gamers who just like to do really hard shit, really tough shit, solo stuff, and they kind of added that. But the method to get to it definitely needs some work, in my opinion. How was your experience with Gigantix, Mike? Have you taken any down yet? Well, we did one together today, right?
That was the only one I took down.
That's the only one? Yeah.
Yeah, because, I mean, waiting with people in the area is pretty fun at first. But then it just becomes redundant after a while. And you got to hear people bitching about it. And then the people are griefing people if you're just in the area just gathering shit. Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
like,
and that's the thing, too. You're just making it stronger. Get the fuck out.
That's the other part I forgot. So this boss spawns at level 24. And the way this game works is if you're larger than 5 levels away, or if you're 5 or larger away, you just straight up can't do damage to the enemies, which in the scheme of the game being open world is cool. That's so you don't go to an area you're not supposed to be in or whatever. It makes sense. But this boss being level 24 means that if you're not level 20, which is the level cap in the game right now, you can't fight it. You just can't fight it. Your gear or nothing, none of that shit matters. You just can't fight it, which is really stupid because somebody could be level 20 and have way worse gear than somebody who's level 19. But since they're level 19, they just can't fight it. And they have this battle power system, which is supposed to be the whole point of that. So the levels don't mean anything anymore. Like it's just based off your gear. That's like what battle power is. But then they make this like level capped thing, which is, like I said, there's just like weird systems around it that just make it very frustrating. So I'm hoping they change some stuff. I don't think the level thing is going to change, which is kind of silly. Kind of defeats the purpose of the whole battle power shit, but they got to add private rooms, man. They got to add private rooms because that's the roughest part for me, at least. That and the waiting up to fucking 3 hours to fight one, kind of ridiculous. Doesn't respect your time. Games respecting your time is like so important to me, especially now as I have less time as a fucking adult doing adult things, like working all the damn time. It's like I didn't even have a chance to attempt this until this weekend. Like I just didn't have the time to sit around for 3 hours and hope it showed up.
Which is very silly. I don't like that idea of something that is very clearly like vital to the game. It's important. And that not being predictable. So like it's all good. I'll just come on at 11:30 at night and it'll be there. I'll go do it. I'll try it and I'll be done. Having to just sit there and wait is very, very silly. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion. Especially for like an MMO.
Yeah.
It's a bit odd. Yeah,
it's like it's an MMO. It's a game that's always on. Like if I'm gonna play the game, I'm gonna play the game. I'm gonna be here doing whatever. Just let me know when I gotta run over there and do it.
Yeah, I agree.
Just let me know.
I mean, it does remind me of old school MMOs where it was forcing you to interact with people.
That shit never ends well.
I don't think I don't think that's the vibe anymore, to be honest.
Having to do anything in any game is stupid.
What we need is a weather forecast system. There's a dude in fucking Central City, NPC, that's talking about predicting the weather. Make him the weather prediction NPC so that people can plan ahead with these fucking things.
Yeah.
These Gigantix.
Even if it's like every day it's random. Even if it's like every daily reset. Yeah, every daily reset you talk to him and he gives you the day like the day's worth of weather, and it's not like the same every day. It'll be different every day.
Yeah, you just get a day.
You have
at
to
least.
see him once, and then you know, okay, storm's happening at this point today, so
Yeah.
I know to be online and ready when this shit happens, rather than just fucking looking at your second monitor all the goddamn time and fucking waiting for some shit to happen. Like, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
for those that like to like how dynamic it could be, just don't look at the weather forecast.
Yeah.
And then add passwords, and then it's fixed. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the good thing with NGS right now is a 99% of the issues are things that can be fixed. It's not like at the end of the day, the game is fun to play still.
Yeah.
It's fun to play, right?
Which is the most important thing.
Yeah. So all this other stuff is just mechanics around that can be fixed. It's like Rise, man. Like they did so much shit great in that game, but at the end of the day, I just don't have that much fun playing it. You can't fix that.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter what bug fixes they do, unless they completely rehaul it. I just don't enjoy playing it that much. So, it's like how with NGS in the beginning, fucking server lag and all that. When it worked, I still enjoyed playing it. So I was still playing it because it was still fun to play when it wasn't lagging. So again, the growing pains, right? I think the game's just gonna be like a year from now. Seems to be fucking nuts. It's gonna be absolutely insane.
I do kind of wish
from
we
now.
had like more light shed on certain things. Like there hasn't been a single PSO game without a personal room. So all they said before the game came out. What?
Is that I don't think base PSO2 started with that. I don't remember. I know it didn't start with a casino though.
I was trying to find that, and I can't. Every article I see has no fucking date, so I'm like, I don't know when the fuck. I don't know.
I don't think. I don't think
that.
base PSO2 started with a casino. I don't know about personal room, but I'm pretty sure it didn't start with a casino. So that might get added. I mean, even like 14, it didn't start with Gold Saucer because I know that wasn't there when I played it in 2013.
No, it didn't. It didn't even start off with housing. And
there was no housing either when I played it.
Way later.
Yeah,
apartments came way later.
I can see those things being added later down the road.
MMO, dude. Should it get added that you don't think is possible to be added because the game is like fundamentally built around the idea of additional content, right? Like, it's meant to be able to be rewritten and changed and updated. So, judging any MMO in the first week too heavily is, even in the first 6 months too heavily, is a bit of a silly idea.
Well, yeah. That's why it's like, man, this game has no content. It's early access.
Fuck off, dickhead.
Like,
come back
relax.
in 2 years. Like, they're setting this shit up, man. It's like, come on.
It's
Don't
growing.
say goddamn. Early access, damn. Y'all didn't even try, you lazy bastards. Fuck.
So I think this is probably the next one, probably the last one we can get to before we get to questions. This is one for Tom you had about fighting games not inherently being more difficult than any other competitive. This is a good topic. We watched a little video. I was talking about some good ideas.
Fucking,
I like this one.
number one, Sajam is a fucking don. All right, I love that motherfucker so much. I didn't used to watch him very much because he isn't a Tekken player. And I used to play Tekken, but now I'm a Guilty Gear gamer, and he's also a Guilty Gear gamer. So I watch a lot of his streams and stuff. And he made like this video and like 3 or 4 follow-up videos about this idea that fighting games are super difficult and they're harder than every other game. And if you're good at them, you're some sort of fucking warlock of gaming. It's bullshit. It's an ego stroke, right? It's people agree with it. And, you know, I wasn't beyond agreeing with it when I was getting good at Tekken because you want to feel like the big man on campus and that your game is harder than any other game ever, right? It's fucking bullshit, dude. It's a load of bullshit. Any game that you enter with the inherent desire to beat other players is fucking hard. Like, it's hard.
Yeah.
Because there's competitive Pokemon is fucking hard.
Dude, exactly. Dude, every competitive game
that shit blows my mind. It's like chess, man. Competitive Pokemon is fucking chess.
It's really hard. Are fighting games difficult? Fuck yeah. We've all become adequate at fighting games. I'd say like together we cover pretty much the entire fighting game spectrum, right? Like you got good at Dragon Ball, Mike, and then you got good at Brawl, Sam, and I got good at Tekken. So like we cover 3D, Smash, and 2D. So we have a collective pretty good idea of what it takes to be good at fighting games as a whole.
Yeah.
Dude, it's hard, right? It's
Dude,
not
it's
easy.
yeah.
It's a lot to learn. Like way too much to learn. But it's no harder than CS:GO. In my opinion.
Dude.
To reach the pinnacle. Like,
dude, that's the thing. Like because it's like I grew up with Smash, right? So it was like always something there. And I didn't grow up with FPS games. I didn't start playing them until like college, basically, when I built my first PC. And one of my roommates played, like he used to play competitive CS, like 1.6 Source and all that shit. And I would hear him like yell call outs and stuff to his teammates, and it was like Greek. It was just a different language,
right,
dude? Like, and he'd just be like, "Two cat lit, two." I'm like, dude, what the fuck is that? What are you saying to me right now?
Lit.
I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? There's like, he's like yelling shit, and like, I'm just looking at it, and his camera is like, I want to move my camera, but it'll like fuck my shit up. But he's just like, his camera's moving all crazy, and he's like, shit's dying. I'm like, what the fuck? What is happening right now?
That's like that video of the dude who's sweating and playing mad hard. Like
dude, yes.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes,
like,
dude. It's insane. Yeah. It's like and that's the thing, like for me, FPS has always been that to me. Like insane. I don't know how you get good at them. Like I remember Halo 2 era of like Halo 2 montages of people getting quick scopes, doing fucking 1080 spins and bam, right in the head. Like I don't get it. I could go to the lab and grind a fucking electric. I can grind that. Yeah. I can just do that on my own time.
Yeah.
How do you just snipe dead to every different player?
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
Insane.
It's a different skill set. It's a different mental that works for it, right? My brother is fucking cracked at shooters, right? He like played PUBG competitively. He played Rainbow Six Siege competitively. He's been playing shooters his whole fucking life. He's insane at clicking people's heads. All right, it blows my fucking mind when I watch him play these goddamn games. And his hand is like, and his whole body is like, and he's pulling shit out, and he's like doing all this stuff. I'm like, bro, like, whoa, like you okay, right? But it's the same thing when he would walk in on me playing Tekken, and my fingers are like Korean backdashing and going crazy, and fucking, and my eyes are like seeing everything on the screen, and like I'm forced with like, here's a move, I know how to duck it and launch it, and here's my combo, and here's my Oki, and then backdash and all this shit, right? And then return to neutral. Like it works for me because that's how my brain works, right? I find it very easy to sit in the lab for 10 fucking hours and learn how to do a matchup. And I find it very satisfying to go from the lab to a game and like execute practiced material, right? That's how my brain works. That's how it's always worked. The game is catered to how my brain functions. The same way that somebody who learns by just doing and doesn't want a bunch of book learning, they just want to do and get better by doing. That's shooters, bro. Because you can't lab that.
Right?
Is Kudans a better or worse gamer god than the best fucking CS:GO player or the best like Pengu or something? I think he's a really good Rainbow Six Siege player. Are they like, is one of them better than the other at general video games or some shit? Nah, their brains work different, right?
Yeah.
In my opinion, fighting games are infinitely easier to learn than Rainbow Six Siege. Right? It's how your brain works, dog. What's this ego stroke of like, I play Tekken and I got good at Tekken, so I am a fucking gamer guy. I'm the best gamer guy in the whole world, and everybody should fucking suck my gamer guy balls. Dude, chill out. It's not, it doesn't matter. Like, you aren't that dope. Like, you just played a game for a long time. Fucking chill.
That it reminds me of Monster Hunter speedrunners.
Yeah, I was gonna say Monster Hunter is
exactly.
the same thing. It's the same thing.
100%. It's just fucking how your brain works, dude. And this Sajane video was so good, like at explaining that. It's like, and he was interacting with the chat while watching it, right? And the chat was saying like, no, but it's different because like in League you get this, and they don't do that in fighting games, or like in CS they do this, and you don't do that in fighting games. And there is a counterpoint for everything. The only thing that fighting games don't do well, and they should do well, and they need to work on, is tutorials teaching you the bare fundamental mechanics. But I mean, that's an issue with like the games, not an inherent issue with the genre. Developers don't do what they need to do. It doesn't make fighting games more difficult than League of Legends, right? Both cases, you're just playing a game for way too long and getting way too good for no real reason. Right? That's all it is.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it is, dude. It's not that
Dude,
deep.
League is another one. Random words.
Oh.
What are you saying to me?
Dude.
Baron Ward, get the top lane, the last... what are you saying to me?
No fucking idea. What are you doing? Where's the training mode?
Jungle? You're
Right?
You're in a desert.
How do I
What
practice? Right? Like, I like this. How do I press my buttons whenever I want? Like, you can't. Okay, well, fuck this game. I need to practice a bunch.
See, that's the thing. Yeah. That's the thing about fighting games is I know so many people who are very casual fighting game players, to the point where they would say things that friends of mine would say when we were like 11. Why are you cheesing? Why are you using the same move over and over again? Why are you cheesing?
Yeah.
Or keep throwing fireballs across the screen. Well, you're cheating. And it's like, well, if you're not going to find something to do about it, then I'm just going to keep fucking doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there is a way to avoid this. You just don't know how to fucking do it. So
I'm telling you.
Yeah, all those systems are there.
Telling you. Like, fucking, I'm talking to you how to beat this goddamn fireball. Do it. Why are you still eating this
just
shit?
Fucking, why don't you jump? Like, what the fuck? Jump or something.
Yeah. Jump. Dodge. Dude, that's like such a thing for me. Like, so many times, like, I'm such a stubborn... When I was knee deep in Smash, I was such a stubborn learner with that. Like, one of my buddies who we always played Smash with, Pat, like, he was that idea as just a Smash player. Like, he would get a character and he would do shit, and you're like, that shouldn't work. That's not supposed to work because I'm smarter than that. And he would do it over and over, and he would just win. Yeah. And we're just like, what is going on? Like, we played, I remember we played Melee, and he played Marth, and Marth's thing is like, he's like a range class. You always want to hit with like the tip of the sword. And he would tip all the time, but he didn't know what that mechanic was. He just stayed away and hit you with the sword. That was it. That was just how he played the game. And it's like, dude, you don't even know what you're doing. I should be able to bully you right now, but I just keep getting hit by this fucking tipper. You don't even know how you're doing this.
Yeah.
And I just keep running into it because I know you don't know how you're doing this, but that's not it. He's doing the range. I need to get in closer so he doesn't do that range. But it's just like, you just stubbornly are like, no, I know this. I play this game. I should know how to do this better than you. And it's like, dude, you just have to learn. Just like anything else, you just gotta fucking learn and like deal with the issue at hand. Yeah.
And I always hear the argument of, but in a fighting game it's just you, right? Like when you play League, you can blame your team and all this sort of stuff, but it's harder to learn a fighting game because you have to blame yourself. That's bullshit.
That's all games if you're trying to get better.
But it isn't a thing in fighting games either, bro. I spent the first 2 months playing Tekken complaining about every other character.
Yeah,
like, oh,
that too.
Lee's bad. Lee's bad. He's a bad character, right? JDCR said Lee was a bad character, so whenever I lose, it's not my fault. I'm just a character loyalist, baby. Just love my character to bits. Not my fault. Oh, good. Move on. They're playing cheap, right? They're not playing real Tekken. I'm trying to play real Tekken and learn my character, and they're playing cheap, so it's not my fault. It's their fault. But why is that different to, it's not my fault, it's my team's fault? It's the same shit. you're always gonna have excuses, right? Like it's part of getting good at a game. Like you're gonna make excuses for this shit. It's like there is no inherent difference to getting really good at a fighting game compared to any other game. Like you just,
you know what I
play the
think though?
game.
I think though that when you're able to see your mistakes and know that you're making them, that's an easy way to get better. A faster way to get better is to know know your habits. If you keep jumping, maybe you might want to stop jumping. That's like #1 mistake in fighting games, especially like Street Fighter. Anything 2D that throws fireballs and projectiles.
Dude, I suck.
People love to jump and kick.
Jump. Yeah.
Jump and kick.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
Jump and kick.
Dude.
Fight somebody that knows how to dragon punch you out the sky.
Yeah.
You'll get better.
And dude, it's the same thing, right? Like I never really played any other fighting game and tried to learn it before Tekken or after Tekken. And I have this thing in my head that is so fucking ingrained that like when you're scared at the start of a round in Tekken, you backdash because you can block while backdashing, right? It's the safest option at all times. It'll make distance. You can start off the round with like a good whiff punish or whatever. But if you don't, it's just neutral. It's all good. And I always play more ranged characters, so being at a distance is like a benefit anyway. So I would just backdash, right? I am inherently freaking the fuck out at the start of every round in Guilty Gear because I'm a fucking idiot. I got no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Like, I'm stupid as hell. So what do? All the time. Fucking backdash. Every single fucking time when I get clipped by some shit. I play with my friend Callum, and every single round, literally for like 4 hours we were playing, every round, backdash. Every round, he plays Eno. Every round, he'd fucking note me. Every single time. Like, without fail. And he'd be like, Tom, when the fuck are you going to stop doing this? And I'm like, when I stop freaking out, but I'm never going to fucking stop freaking out. Like, it's so hard, right? It's like, these habits, dude, they fucking suck. Like, these are like fighting game habits, and there's so many of them that I have from Tekken, especially because it's such a different game that I keep trying to push over into Guilty Gear, and I can't fucking break them for the life of me. Like, your light punch, which is the equivalent of like your one jab in Tekken, in Guilty Gear is nowhere near as good as it is in Tekken. You can't set up and build offense with it, right? It's like a defensive get off me tool usually, but every time I dash up one jab and everyone's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, why are you I don't know what I'm doing, I'm sorry. Like, fuck, I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, like breaking habits is so tough. Like I used to play Toon Link in Brawl, and I every time without fail in neutral, boomerang bomb approach all the time. And then always I throw the boomerang, here comes a bomb. And it was just like, and I'd play with my college friends who we'd always play with each other, and then it just wouldn't work. Like it would work at basically our weeklies when I'd play with people who I didn't play with all the time, but then when I played with my college friends who we play with every day, it just wouldn't work. And I'd just keep doing it, and I'd get fucking punished. He'd catch the bomb, dodge the boomerang, throw the bomb back at me. I'm like, fuck, what is going on? And it's like, just stop doing the same thing over and over. You just keep, I'm reading it, I'm punishing you for it. Stop doing it.
You know, and you never stop. It's insane, dude. I backdash all the time. I can't stop doing it. I don't understand why.
It's like I'm in neutral. If I'm in neutral, I'm bomb boomerang. It's coming out. It's coming
100%.
out.
And dude, it goes back to like what, like this is a hard part of fighting games, right? It's that habitual process and the flow chart and breaking it.
Yeah.
It's hard and it's difficult, and it's a part of the reason why fighting games are hard. But at least you get put in these situations constantly, right?
Yeah.
It's hard shit in CS where it's like, okay, this very particular situation is very difficult to deal with, and I suck at dealing with it. You might deal with it once every 7 hours of playing, because you gotta have that type of player with that weapon on that map in this situation where you're doing
in
this,
that location.
Maybe it'll happen. And then you can like use your practice and your mental and like try to learn from it and deal with it. Dude, fighting games, what do I struggle with? I can't fucking keep my RNG pressure up. I backdash way too much. I fucking light punch way too much. Right? Every single game that I play, I can work on those 3 things always.
Yeah.
And if I'm versing some cracked out fucking soul player who I hate, dude, I deal with it for fucking 40 seconds and I leave.
And then it's over.
Like,
yeah.
It's done.
Dude, like
so
shooters to me, it's like there's like 2D fighters, and then there's kind of smash in between, and then there's 3D fighters. To me, the way I look at a shooter is like, it's like you're taking a 3D fighter and you're putting that in its a sphere. So then every fucking interaction is a separate 3D fight, and they all need to be related at the same time. It's like, how the fuck do you keep track of that? That is so many dimensions that you need to keep track of, and you can't even see them all because you can only see in front of you.
Dude, that's what fucks me up too.
Dude, you can't see them.
How? That's what I tell my brother, bro. He's playing Siege, and he's like, he'll be looking here and holding a sight, and he's like, oh, fucking Ash, sight floor 2, and I'm like, hey, big dog, you're on floor 1. How do you see it?
You know that.
And he's like, oh, I hear her. I'm like, all right, sick. I can't do that. Like everything I need to know about a fighting game is right there, bro, in my fucking eyeballs.
It's
like
right in
there.
front of you.
Just react to it and deal with it. He's like, here's my prediction. I think she's up there. I think she's doing this. I think it's like, dude, what the fuck? How the fuck are you doing this shit? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. Dude, that was always a thing. That's a constant thing when any shooter I play. How the fuck do they see me? I've never played a game. I've never played an FPS match where I didn't yell, how did they fucking see me? Every Overwatch,
100%.
Battlefield, COD.
How do you see me?
Everything. How'd you see me?
Yep.
How'd you see me?
You're behind
I don't
me,
get it.
and therefore I am behind you, and therefore what the fuck? Like,
how did you see me? Yeah,
I heard you.
Always.
I don't want to listen that much, dude, frankly.
I'm not buying it. Do you hear all these guns? What do you mean you heard me?
You heard me? You heard my foot? You realize that an M16 is way louder than my boot. Like,
not buying it. All right, there's rocket launchers and airplanes crashing into this building, dude, and you heard my fucking combat boot. No.
Yeah.
No.
Fuck off.
Not buying
I'm convinced everyone's cheating, bro. Cheating.
Yeah.
Dude, I will never not like claim that the other person is fucking aimbotting or cheating when I play a fucking shooter.
Dude,
every time. And it's so genuine, dude. I'll play Overwatch and I'm like, that fucking McCree's aimbotting, bro, every time. Get so unlucky with these lobbies, bro. Seriously,
there's no way. Dude, FPS
so
games.
fucked.
If I have to choose a genre that's the toughest, it's FPS to me.
Yeah,
dude.
I agree.
FPS and then like RTS, MOBA, they're kind of in the same category for me.
100%. But that being said, it's literally just because how we function and how our brains work don't cater for that type of game, right? Like, I don't think fighting games are harder than them, but I don't think they're harder than fighting games either.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, it's kind of like saying that making music is harder than doing art, like drawing.
Yeah.
Right? It's
they're
like,
all just different forms.
How does your brain work? And you're going to have a better time in different like things with depending on how your brain functions. Right. So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting because I deal with it a lot because I talk to a lot of fighting game players, but I also talk to a lot of people who play like a bunch of different games. Right. And this whole perception that fighting game players push of fighting games being way too hard to boost their ego makes everyone else think that they're way too hard. Right. And then someone's like, man, I couldn't get good at CS, so I definitely can't play a fighting game. It's like, dude, there's no different. Like, just try it. And it makes me sad because I feel like it's a major reason why people don't want to try fighting games because they think they're too hard. When it's like, dude, just fucking try it. Like is Tekken a hard game? Yeah. But is Tekken any harder to get very good at than any other fighting game? No. It's the same shit. You just play the game. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I feel like if anyone wants to try a fighting game and they're scared to try them because they're fucking dumb friends and being like, oh, fighting games are so hard, bro. They're so fucking difficult. Fuck them, bro. Try the game.
Yeah, just
you
play
might
it.
find it easier than
it.
fucking Pokemon. Like, yeah. Give it a shot.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. That was a good topic. I'm glad we talk about that one because that Say Jam video was good. That was a good listen, good watch. There's a lot of good points that I agree with because like it's the same thing for me. A lot of times it's like they're too hard, and then you think about it, and it's like no, it's not too hard. If I play it, I want to get good at it, and that's just time. That's not. That's anything. If I play and I want to get good at it, it's time. Yeah, it's not
exactly
a fighting game thing.
I agree.
But yeah, so I think now we can get to our listener questions. So at the end of every pod, we get some questions from you folks. You can leave them in the YouTube comments, or you could drop them in the Discord or tweet any of us every fucking episode. Look at this right here. Bavarian. Hotsammysliz.
What's up with this?
Dude,
insane.
Insane. You can tweet any of us if you got a question too. I think I listed all the places. Yeah. Or in the Twitch chat where you're watching this. You could be watching it right now as well. And we'll take those. And if they're good, we'll answer them on the next pod. And we got a couple this week that are good. We got one from Puff. Puff with the alley-oop, honestly, right on cue from what we were just talking about.
We are podding out, bro. Seriously,
like, for real. Puff's question is: recently, someone decided to compile a fighting game glossary that covers a massive amount of terms across multiple series, making it easy for novices to get an entry point into FGC, fighting game community. I highly recommend giving it a look.
It's great,
and it's a link to it. What is something else you wish had an easy to access glossary to make it easier to understand? MMOs. That's my answer.
That's
MMOs
good.
Overall, just because there's a lot of like daily, weekly, like login, like a lot of the stuff that like I'm saying it now and it seems logical, but if you've never played a fucking MMO, like what does that mean? Subclassing, classing, raids, dungeons, like a lot of terms. There's so many terms in MMOs, and like getting into 14, dude. There's even more in that game, just specifically like roulette, MSQ, fucking I don't know. There's so much shit. I think MMOs, all that stuff.
Yeah, the term dailies, man. Like, I remember not having any idea what the fuck that shit was. I'm like, do you not play every day? Like, what do you mean dailies? Like, no, it's things you do every day. I'm like, play the game? Like, what do you mean?
I'm playing the game. That's what I'm doing daily.
Doing my dailies, logging in, fucking running around. Fucking great. Like, it's very strange. That's a good answer. I didn't think about that. That's a great answer.
Yeah, mine would definitely be MMOs.
Dude, getting into FF without a homie, because I played the entirety of Final Fantasy with Ben and Preston, and Ben just splurged it to me, bro. He was like, any question I had, he would like, this is what you're asking, here's the answer, and here's like a term that you can use to like, here's where you go. I'm like, what do I do if I want to level classes, but I don't want to spam dungeons? He's like, well, you can go to Fates, or you can go to Levy Quest. Levy Quests are this, and Fates are this, and it's similar to this in an MMO, and they're usually called this, right? So it's like you build that like dumb words in your brain, you figure it out. But it's like if there was just a website that was like, hey, here is the difference between a daily and a weekly. It's so simple, but like for a new player, it's like, what the fuck is this? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Because you're unlocked them for so long, usually, it's like, that'd be, I like that. I'm about it.
Yeah. That would be mine. What about you, Mike?
Repeat the question.
It's on the screen, Mike.
Where?
Come on, dog.
Wait.
The glossary of terms for FGC. What is something else you wish had an easy to access glossary? It doesn't have to be games, I guess. It could be anything.
Oh, dude, tech.
What do you mean tech?
Computers.
Oh, computer technology. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's that's a really good one.
Dude.
I thought you meant like teching in a game, and I was like, that's a term already. What do you mean?
No.
Hey,
Yeah, technology.
the link, big dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Technology.
That's a good one.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, that's one I didn't even think of because I've been in it for so long that like I'll just see letters, you know, GPU, CPU, like PSU.
Yeah,
like,
a lot of
all that
people don't
stuff.
know the difference between a GPU
ATX.
and a CPU.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
barely know.
yeah.
I just know one's big and one's small. and one's easy to put in and one scared me a bunch because I had to clip it down. Right? Like, I don't know very much about it. I would love a glossary, bro. If I could, like, just search a term in, right? Like, fuck, that'd be so goddamn handy. Like, both in terms of software and hardware, that'd be fucking huge, right? Like,
Yeah,
I didn't know the difference between VRAM and, like the RAM in your computer.
regular. Yeah,
Ages.
Yeah. DRAM.
I didn't know. Like, I had no idea. And then my friend was like, "How much VRAM do you have?" And I was like, 16 gigs. And he was like, "Yeah, no, you don't, big dog."
No, you don't.
I was like, I don't fucking know. Like, I got no idea what a VRAM is. And then, yeah, that shit, being able to just, like, read something, that'd be fucking, God, I want that
Yeah.
shit. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that probably exists because computer nerds like to make resources. But where the fuck do you find it? You know, it's probably some random.
When I say glossary, I
that's
mean something
hidden.
like this, right? Like the fucking glossary is like, it's literally just, here's all the games and here's a fuck off search bar.
Yeah.
Go on. Like,
Dude, this
Backdash
is
got
sick.
you. Yeah, it's incredible.
Reading this on Smash stuff. Oh, this is so sick.
And it's got like the inputs and shit. The Tekken one is great as well. The Tekken one, and it's really accurate.
Oh, it shows like overlaid of same terms.
So impact
in
frame is in
games.
Smash and Tekken, right? So it's the same as like Wave Dash will have a Tekken logo and a Smash logo because like they're different things in both of those games.
Yeah. Oh, Rage. That's so cool. Shield. Oh, and Eunice. That's awesome. Yeah, this is a really cool site.
I think I've been thinking about this question like all week, man. I've been struggling with it because my initial response was like music, right? But I don't think you need to understand very much about music to just do it. And when you start doing it, it's all just experimentation. So it's like you can't really break anything, you know? So I was like, fuck it. Music is easy, right? Who gives a fuck? And then I realized something that I know a pretty decent amount about that I use very often that no one, like most people don't know, is cars, man. Like I know a lot about cars.
I don't know shit about cars.
Right? When a car breaks, I never find myself in a situation where my car is just like it's fucked, right? Because I know when things are happening. Like I know feelings, and I know like what it means, and I know how to fix things before they become massive issues. I know how to service cars, monthly services. So brake pads, oil filters, changing all the water and shit. Like I do that all the time, super easy. And that means that the vehicles that I have last a very long time. And I don't get scared by it because I know it's like, I know what I'm doing. And I realize like it's so handy that I know what I'm doing, you know? And I only know because of my brother. And, you know, he only knows because of our cousins. And they only knew because of their dads, right? It's like this weird pass down thing. And it's scary for people because in your head, you're like, I'm not going to change my brake pad. Because if I fuck it, I fucking die.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm telling you, it's impossible to fuck it. You can't put a brake pad in wrong. It's not like a CPU where you can put it around the fucking wrong way and biff some shit and put too much thermal paste on and break some shit. You can't put a brake pad on backwards.
See, that's the thing. And that's such a good point that both of you brought up is cars and tech are so similar in both of those ways. Because
100%.
like I get computers, and when somebody explains cars in a simile to computers, I'm like, oh, okay,
They
that
are
makes sense.
identical, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane.
And it's the same thing. Like when I first built my computer, I was like, oh my God, this shit's gonna snap. Everything's gonna break. It's all done. I just wasted $2,000. But then like you start messing with them, it's like, oh, dude, you could toss this thing and it's fine. Like I've like dropped my fucking screwdriver, spilled shit all over the place. It's fine.
Exactly. It's all good. It's meant to fucking deal with some shit. Always the same idea of like, you know, the bottlenecks and the process of making a computer stronger and more powerful is the exact same as a car, where your bottleneck will always be space and temperature.
Yeah.
Every time, right? Like, you can have a computer that's like popping, right? But it's gonna overheat if you don't cool it properly. And then when you cool it too much, then it's like you have space for more things, but it's like that leaves other bottlenecks, and you have to like bring everything up to like an even level. And an even computer is gonna perform better than a computer with like a 1050 with a fucking 9700K in it, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Same thing with cars.
Yep.
See, it's these mentalities are fucking 1-to-1, dude. Like,
yeah, they really are.
It's insane. Like, it's so similar, but people are so scared of cars because if you fuck up a computer, you waste money. If you fuck up a car, you fucking crash, right? And that's really scary to people. So they pay a lot of money to have things done that don't cost very much money at all. And I wish that people could just like go to a glossary and just type in fucking how to change a goddamn brake pad and be told by someone, hey, like, buddy, it's okay. You can't fucking do it. I promise. Your wheel won't go on if it's backwards, okay? Like, you can't drive the car if you fuck this up. You're all good. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, the car won't start with no oil in it, big dog. Just take the filter out and figure it out. It's all good. Like, you won't die from this shit. If the car starts, it's probably fucking safe, right? So but people freak out and they pay copious amounts of money to get their shit fixed. And same thing, you know, Sam, if you were like using a computer and it was running comparatively slower than it was last week, you're going to figure out why. And you're going to fix it before it's an issue, whether it's like a software thing or like a malware thing or like, you know, your fucking fans have dusted up or whatever. You're going to fix that before your fucking CPU explodes from overheating.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, that's the same thing with cars. That's such a common thing where it's like, oh man, I open up Firefox and or actually here's a really easy one. I turn my computer on and it takes so long to turn on, and then I open a program and it takes forever. I just got to get a new computer. Dude, you just got to put on SSD and everything's fine. $20.
It's the exact same thing, man. And it's like,
I remember the first time I used a PC with an SSD and I was like, yo, what the fuck?
And then
everything is swift.
Yeah, you end up too, and it's like, oh my fucking god, my shit is zooming, bro. Like, holy
and
shit.
it's like the easiest thing to install and like one of the cheapest components to buy for your computer. But you can get a 250 gig SSD for fucking $30 and put your whole OS on it, and it's like you have a brand new computer.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like people don't do it because it's like they bought their shit pre-built and they're scared that if they ever touch it, then it's gonna cost them $1 million, which is super ironic because it only cost you $1 million because you didn't touch it. Like,
it's like people opening up consoles,
right? Yep. It's the same shit, man. It's the exact same thing. Your car wouldn't cost you $10,000 to fix if you fucking fixed it 7 fucking years ago when it needed some goddamn new brake pads. Fuck, dude. Like, it's not difficult. And if I could, I would love for people to just be able to look up, how do I fix this? And not have this fucking dumb old man explain to them on YouTube when he can't even hold his damn camera straight, and it's portrait and it's landscape and it's portrait and it's landscape and it's blurry, and he's like, this bolt, and then you don't have
fucking
that bolt because
echo
your car's
and reverb
different
on the mic. You can only hear one every other word.
And for some reason, he didn't turn his car off before he started recording the video, so he gets his fucking phone in there and he's talking and saying something very valuable, but all you hear is in the fucking phone is fucked. It's like, I wish there was a damn glossary for this shit, man, that you could just fucking type in brake pad. Oh, you got an 06 Lancer? Cool, here, buy this brake pad.
Dude, a glossary for every car? Oh my god!
Like, it'd be heaven, bro.
That would be amazing.
Then people would save so much fucking money, and also I would get asked to do shit less because people find out you can work on a car, and all of a sudden you are their bitch, dude, bro. They're like, oh,
same thing with computers.
Yeah,
same
you're their baby.
Fucking thing with computers.
You are that little bitch, and you're not gonna fucking let them waste money or drive an unsafe car. So
dude, that's the thing too. I can't just be like, just go waste it. All right, look, just. Go by. All right, just bring the computer over. I'll fucking fix it.
I'll fix it. Whatever, dude. Right? It's the same shit. Yeah. So cars would be my way. Music
same
too,
shit.
but cars would be the fucking learn the shit, bro.
That was a good question, Puff. That was a really good one. And then we got another one from Alex. A simpler question with a little twist. What are your favorite colors to wear, and what are some colors you like seeing around in your environment / nature? I'll go first on this one too. So obviously, favorite colors to wear. It's very apparent. Purple is one of my favorite colors to wear. I do like wearing blue as well and red. Not together though. All three of those separate. And then color seeing in nature, I like seeing pink because it's very rare. Like you see that on like a sunset or like, you know, like a sakura tree or lilacs or something. So I like seeing pink in the environment. It's not a very common color to see. Simple. I like wearing purple and I like seeing pink.
I like that. Very cool. I'm
yeah.
I don't know, dude. I like wearing light purple, like violet, lavender, that type of color. I like it. Looks cool. Also, I like green. I don't like the color green at all, right? Like this, like the raw, like lime green, or like if someone said, "Do you like green?" I'd be like, "No, not really." But like forest green hoodies and like hats and stuff, I think that's a nice color. Or like muddy green, I think it's cool. And in nature, dude, fucking orange me the fuck up, man.
Yeah, orange is honorable mention because that means autumn's around the corner.
Yeah,
and
dude, autumn
that's hoodie
leaves,
season.
Sunset, fucking nice flowers. Orange is the wave, for real. Like, it's a very pretty thing to see at all times. Maybe not when like Armageddon is happening and the sky is fucking blood red. but like until then, dude, orange. I'm happy to see orange at all times. Yeah, orange me up.
Yeah, it's a good one. What about you, Mike?
Black.
He's gonna say
nice.
Yep. He's gonna say black.
I love my more than 11. Come on, man.
Yeah, black. That's literally like the color I wear the most is black, with some color variation in between. But I have a Sex Pistols shirt that's yellow. It's the only yellow shirt you'll ever see me wear. That's it.
Cool.
That's it. Just black. All right. What do you like to see in nature, Mike?
Honestly,
black, nighttime.
Actually, I really do like the nighttime. Yes, I do.
Actually, my friend, yes. Yes.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. I like the darkness outside. Even better when the moon is full and it's like glistening with the... Man, I love that shit. Yo,
nice.
Dude, my cat's actually trying to open her bowls. It's happening.
Well, wait, is that what you were actually gonna say? Were you gonna say black?
Black on black on black?
Okay, but outside of that, I do like the Windows XP background. That's like...
Oh, the green and blue?
That's like heaven.
Oh,
bro.
Yeah, that's a good one.
If I could look outside and see that shit
have you ever seen that, Tom?
Yes, bro, I'm not a fucking dummy, and that shit makes me feel weird. It makes me feel anxious, man. It's like it's plastic.
This makes you feel anxious? Dude, I would love to be in this field.
For real, I gotta show y'all. One day I'll take a picture of my where I live, because you guys will be like, damn, you really live in Windows XP land. Because I kind of do.
You live in Windows XP?
Yeah. I mean, like the drive down to my crib, it's like this is that.
That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, and I'm kind of in the burbs. Like there's farms and shit around, but like the whole landscape.
For real. Next time I drive past it, I'll stop and I'll take a pic, because yeah, I mean, like, you know, when the crops are like grown, because that's not grass, that's like crops. It's like grown crops, right? Sprouting crops. So yeah, I've very often drove past, you know, in the years that I've lived here and being like, oh look, like it's a computer in my window.
Dude, when I see the Windows XP background, I think of a Pixar movie back in like
It does look like a Pixar movie.
Yeah,
It
Toy
makes me
Story
feel
1.
anxious, man. I don't know why. I don't like the look of it.
Why does it make you feel
weird.
anxious?
I don't know. I have weird reactions to pictures. I took a test on it, and like my reaction to pictures are real weird. Like I'm weird. I feel like scared and anxious by things that are meant to like, make you feel comforted, you know. And like I'm the opposite. I'm a weird guy.
Oh.
Like this feels like it's like eerie. It's like it makes me feel like the robots are gonna fucking.
Oh, that's fair. This is like shadow over the back of the hill.
Eerie,
I get
man.
it.
It's like it's too.
Something's about to come over.
It's
too clean.
Like, pristine.
Like something's about to go wrong. Yeah, something's
exactly.
Gotta go wrong.
It's like, dude, a fucking wave of fire is gonna fucking erupt from these fucking hills. Like,
yeah, I get it.
Behemoth is about to pull up on that fucking mountain. I don't want to be here for that. I don't like it. It freaks me out.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up episode 17. Damn. Good pod.
In a row.
Good episode. Yeah, in a row.
Back
in
to
a
back
row.
to back to back to back
to back. 17 times.
Fuck us up.
Appreciate y'all for being here, listening, rocking with us for this long. Honestly, we're gonna keep going. We're still going. This is therapy. All right. Whether it's supposed to be or not, it is.
It is. So fuck off.
Yeah. So if you haven't already, make sure y'all do the like, the comment, the subscribe, the review, all that good stuff, and we will see y'all on the next one. Have a good one. Bye. Peace.